Sniffles, sniffles, sniffles.
Yep.
That's right. We go the extra mile, Joe.
I'll go the extra half mile.
All right. Well, let me put this down and put this up. And we want to welcome everyone to the Ohio State University. Their club football team, they are on the way to defending their existing national championship standing. With today's game, it's a conference championship game, the Great American Conference Championship, right here with the Wright State Raiders. Wright State and Ohio State, the two top teams in their conference, and so this winner today will go on toward the national championship game, depending on obviously whether that are the Raiders or the Buckeyes. And it's a balmy, 36 did you say, Joe?
I think it's 36 unless it's going down.
So, yeah, balmy 36 degrees right here in Columbus, Ohio.
Snowy.
Everybody should be here, shouldn't they?
Everybody should be here.
But
somebody just setting a chair up over here.
Oh, there you go. So we've got 2 or 3 people now. And actually, there are some fans. And across the way, let me see if I can pan up to that so you can see this. We've got lacrosse going on across the way. Lacrosse across.
A bunch of people watching it.
They just concluded what was looks like a football game amongst maybe some Ohio State students.
Oh, they stopped.
And, well, I think it's either halftime or whatever. So we're happy to be here. I know a lot of you probably thought, well, we know what the weather in Columbus is like, especially if you're in Columbus, wondering whether we were going to be here, and nothing short of a blizzard would keep us from the game today. You can see the snowflakes on the broadcast, and it is snowing. It's not a blizzard, but it is snowing, I would say, quite heavily. I'm trying to think, is that the south? I guess that's the south that the weather is coming from, Joe?
North.
Northwest,
yeah. This is going east-west here.
Okay, all right. So anyway.
South's that way.
South is that way. Okay, well, I'll take your word for it, Joe, although I don't know if I would depend on it, because you did get me in that fender bender with my...
No, you turned too quickly.
That wasn't today, folks. That was years ago. We were going to a tournament basketball game, and that we'll save that for some future date on our broadcast here. But anyway, Ohio State Buckeyes hosting the Wright State Raiders, and we will preface all this with saying Joe Davis, who is our play-by-play announcer today. You've heard him before in some of the broadcasts, Miami and that, and he's been up here with us as well. We both are Wright State Raider graduates, but if you've listened to our other broadcasts, obviously this is the Buckeyes broadcast crew. We do want to welcome the Raider people in, as well as any Ohio State fans or any fans that are coming from wherever they're coming from. We know that there's probably some people that are watching this game that we advertised on Friday night's Clinton Massey trouncing of Wyoming. And that was really a surprise. But Clinton Massey goes on in the playoffs. Wyoming will look to next year, and they still have a bright future for their football team. They got a lot of talent on that.
Those two teams seem to meet every other year.
Just about. They're going to up next for Clinton Massey is McNicholas, Cincinnati. Joe, have you got some stuff to tell us about this Ohio State team?
Yes. Ohio State stays unbeaten in the NCFA, which stands for National Club Football Association, rolls to a 57-7 win over Wright State in regular season finale. That was last week.
Right.
The same two teams, because of their standings,
right,
are meeting again today for the championship.
That's this week.
And the Buckeyes stayed unbeaten on the NCFA on Saturday, rolling to a 57-7 victory over conference foe Wright State on the road. The win moves Ohio State to 5-2 on the season and a perfect 5-0 in the NCFA. For the second straight week, the Ohio State offense racked up more than 500 yards of offense despite a running clock for the entirety of the second half.
Right.
The Buckeyes led 50-7 after 30 minutes, which led to the running clock. Ohio State opened the game with an immediate scoring drive capped by an 18-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Kellen Gerenstein to tight end Adam Bardak. The catch would be the first of 5 for Bardak on the day, who finished with a career-best 91 yards. Good job.
Yeah, great job.
The Buckeyes doubled their lead on the ensuing drive as Buckeye running back Jonathan Thiel exploded for a 36-yard touchdown run.
And you got the correct pronunciation of his name.
I asked him last week or 2 weeks ago. I'm hoping that's what he said. Despite just 5 carries on the day, Thiel led all players in rushing with 84 yards to go along with his first collegiate touchdown. Yet another defensive stop gave Ohio State the ball back again, and the Buckeyes were able to score as Gerenstein found wide receiver Casey Scroggins for a 29-yard strike on a brilliant scramble drive by both players. Scroggins hauled in 6 passes for 127 yards.
He was great, too.
And 2 scores, the second of which was accounted for the only point of the second half. The 2-yard plunge from running back Jalen Haley capped a short scoring drive on Ohio State's next possession after the Buckeyes defense scored a fumble. Scored a fumble. The Buckeyes carried 28-0 lead into the second quarter, which featured even more OSU fireworks. Runs by Gerenstein and another by Haley put Ohio State up 42-0 midway through the second quarter before Gerenstein tossed his third touchdown pass of the second half to Spencer Moore from 30 yards out. A mishandled snap on the point-after attempt led to a 2-point conversion as Cam Ryan found Chris Karras for 2 points, leading to a 50-0 advantage. Gerenstein, who played less than one half of football due to a lopsided score, completed 13 of 18 passes for 283 yards and 3 scores and finished with 0 interceptions for the third straight game. He also added 14 yards and a score on the ground. Haley, who is inching toward the program record of rushing yards in a season, finished with 11 carries, 69 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Good job. Wright State was able to get on the board right after the half, putting together a scoring drive with just seconds remaining on the clock, setting the game to 50-7 at the half. With a running clock in the second half, the Buckeyes' offense was able to manage just 7 points. When Moore, now playing quarterback, found Scroggins for a score on a receiver screen. Moore finished the day 5 of 6 for passing for 62 yards and a score, adding 2 catches for 51 yards and a score from his tight end position. I believe that's number 5, who I saw out there practicing earlier today, probably getting ready to play some more today. Defensively, Ohio State forced 5 turnovers, including an interception from linebacker Colby Stahl, another from Caleb Slover, and 3 fumble recoveries. The Buckeyes have outscored their conference opponents by a margin of 132-21, despite not playing the second half of the Miami, Ohio game, which was surrendered at halftime by the Redhawks due to too many injuries. Casey Scroggins now holds the program record for receptions and receiving yards in a single season, passing former teammate Jeff Green II. On the year, Scroggins has caught 40 passes for 816 yards and 7 touchdowns. Green still holds the program record for touchdowns in a season with 8. And that can change unless the season's technically over. I don't know if that would count if they get one today.
Yeah, well, I don't know whether the championship and then I think that it all counts.
Okay.
I think as far as your
so I could
your
still
records.
change.
That's right. So, and we want to thank most of all our sponsors that are helping bring this game to you. That's Sam's Meats, Liberty Savings Bank, Weblin Excavating, Diamondback Wildlife Extraction, Roscoe's Pizza, Holdren Builders, Elliott Street Boutique, And those fine sponsors, you can find them, a lot of them in the Wilmington area, because that's primarily where we operate down in Clinton County. But those fine sponsors help bring us all kinds of Campus Nation sports. If you are someone out there that would like to sponsor, we would love to have you. We've got, speaking of something else that we're doing here, we've got the Ohio State club hockey team hosting the University of Louisville, and that'll be this Thursday at 12:45 in the afternoon, actually on a Thursday, the 18th and that's we're going to have live from the Taft Coliseum at the Ohio Expo Center right here in Columbus, Ohio. So a lot of sports going on with Campus Nation, and in particular, we've got a lot of exciting Ohio State sports that we've got going on as far as our games. But I don't know, Joe, do you have any idea as far as what you think we might be seeing in today's game, since you've seen the Buckeyes play before?
I've seen the Buckeyes. I didn't see the game last week.
Right, you were in South Carolina, of
I
all
was
places.
in South Carolina with a lot warmer weather than you're up
here. You were roughing it, yeah.
It
really wasn't bad at Wright State this past weekend. Now it's a little, although the snow stopped briefly, and now it's back to haunt us. But the Buckeyes are coming out on the field too.
Yeah, here they come, and I look for the weather's going to be I look for more of a running game from the Buckeyes due to the fact, or with the weather, with the coldness of trying to catch a pass, and with the snow and rain coming down. But I could be completely wrong on that.
Well, once again, depending on this, the moisture that we're getting from this, and they've suggested it might turn more to some rain here later. It'll be hard just holding on to the ball,
Yes.
But for a quarterback, it would be very difficult trying to grip that ball and put a spiral on it. We'll just have to see as everything unfolds. But we look forward to some excitement today.
Here go the captains out to meet at half court.
Now,
just half 50-yard line.
To give you an idea of where we are, this field, and I guess they're coming out for the flip here. We're going to real quickly give you an idea of where we are. It is the practice field for the great Ohio State, the greatest in the nation band, and here is, in warmer temperatures, the band, we speeded it up, but they are actually practicing their famous Script, Ohio here on this very same field that these Buckeye club players will play this championship game today. In
the shadow of the shoe.
In the shadow of the shoe, that's right. So anyway,
it's
just part of the history here.
Like Christmas.
You got all your shopping done, Joe, or you could always blame it on the supply crunch.
After working in that industry for 10 plus years.
You mean retail?
Yes, I do not desire to go shopping very much at all.
Yeah. Well, do you still have your discount at Kohl's?
Yes.
All right, so if I need something,
That's one reason I was going to retire like last year or this last spring. Then if I made it to August 1st, I kept my
discount
for the rest of my life. So it's like, okay, a couple more months I can.
Well, you're about the same age as I am, so hopefully that's going to be many years to come, Joe.
Many years to come.
We're on the second half of our stage of life.
Yes, early in the second half.
Hey, and as always, thanks for tuning in. To stay up to date on all our broadcasts, upcoming or archived, make sure you like the Campus Nation Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've gotten several hundred subscriptions to our YouTube channel just in the last couple days.
There's the sound for the game to get ready to start. Ohio State, I think, lost the flip. They'll be receiving.
All right.
And that'll be to our left, which by my standings is the east side of the stadium thing.
Yeah, Joe, I don't know whether you've got it right, but anyway.
Or they could be the west. I don't know.
We'll take your word for it.
I need to pull up an app that says what direction are we.
No, south is behind us. You're right. South is behind us because the interstate's back that way. We're
we come up that direction.
Yeah.
That's the.
Well, we came down the highway here, but there's the interstate.
Right.
The interstate's going that way. You're right. That way south.
It's sort of southwest.
Yeah. Well, north-south would be your football field.
Yeah.
Yeah. So south on this field would be towards the right, and north would be towards the left. Yeah. So we agree on something, Joe. Those flakes are getting big.
They are. They stopped for a while. There was none there for a while.
Yeah. And the wind is changing, but the flakes are getting fluffier.
Yeah.
So we got fluffy flakes.
Fluffy flakes.
And
looks like somebody was having a fight in the bedroom with the pillows.
Pillows, yeah. You can see from our cameras, and believe me, folks, where we are, this Ohio State band practice field, it is not enclosed.
No.
It does have a roof. We've gone up to the highest level. We are normally on the lower level, but we've gone up to the highest level just so that we had a little more protection from the weather.
What do you want, my signature?
No, I just wanted to stand.
Yeah, you can stand over here.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine. Come on up.
Ask him, not me. He's the boss.
No, you come on up. Come on up.
I didn't know what you was asking there. I couldn't hear you. All righty. And here goes the kickoff. Number 7 for kicks it off, and
once again we've got that weather affecting it.
Ball bounced around, missed, jumped over. Here goes number 12 coming back. He's got a great run back all the way to 45-47 yard line. That is Casey Scroggins. I thought it was Casey, but I didn't want to say the name until I was 100% sure. Casey Scroggins with a great run back. The ball bounced over him as he went to pick it up, went back, picked it up, and just swished and z'd his way all the way back to the 47-yard line of Ohio State.
These flakes are getting so big, they're actually accumulating on the field.
Yes, the field is white when you can see the footprints as they go in and out.
Yeah.
All right. Gerenstein's in the backfield. We got 2 top, 2 bottom. And the wide receivers empty backfield other than that. And it's a handoff coming around to the right side and flipped upside down. Got a nice gain of about 6 yards.
Yeah, looks like 6, Joe.
Yep.
Good eye, good eye.
My East Clinton math coming through again.
You remember before I had my cataract surgeries on my eyes, I couldn't see anything hardly.
Remember, you're my help on the numbers on who does things.
Oh, yeah, and I'm looking through the lens here and trying to do that as well as control the – yeah, okay, Joe, whatever you say.
2 down, 1 up. 1 in the backfield, hands off, going up the middle. Tries to get around, then just changes his mind again and goes smack into it. And that was Jalen Haley.
Good defense on the part of the Raiders there.
They got their black uniforms, which these numbers aren't the easiest to see, but they're not terrible. But you can't see from the side, Rory. You got to wait till almost done. They get up and to see who they are.
Wright State's in those white uniforms.
I can see
if
those
it snows
numbers.
very deep, we might not find them in the snow.
They're just going to lay down. Nobody know they're there. All right. That was going to be 3rd and 2 for a first down. Gerenstein in the backfield. 1 back with him. Fields back with him. Oh, and Gerenstein sacked.
Good play.
Man.
They brought some thunder and lightning there.
Man, they just rushed in, and he went back and got killed. He got at least about 10 yards on that play.
Yep.
Because it was 2 yards for a first down. Now it's 2 yards just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's going to force a punt. Raiders with some excellent defense here.
Ohio State in the punt position. And it's up. It's going to be very short. And it came out of bounds about the – where's he going?
Did you think he was running off the ball?
Yeah. Well, he went past where the ball was out of bounds.
They probably wanted to stay away from the ball. Under the circumstances, you definitely don't want to have a turnover or a situation where they might pick the ball up and take off with it.
It's 40. They got the ball on the 42-yard line of
They're going to have those little guys out there with the squeegees after a while, and they're going to have to squeegee off the line so we can see where the lines are, right, Joe?
Right. Wright State has the ball on their own 42-yard line, just short of the 50, about 8 yards short of the 50. They're going to get 2 yards over for a first down. And back pass to number 6 and tackled immediately for a very short gain of about 2 yards.
But he did hang on to the ball. That was number 99. 99?
9-9?
9-9. And lacrosse, I don't know whether the game was over or whether they just broke up because it was too cold. I think in lacrosse they play, no matter what.
That was Aaron Frost II that made the catch. Trying to see what the quarterback's number is. 11. And that would have been Noah Snyder. Noah Snyder's back in the quarterback position. We got 2 left, 2 top on the wide receivers, 1 in the backfield. And gives it to number 6, and he's hit. As he touches the ball, he is immediately sacked. They're going to give him almost back to the original line of scrimmage.
Might even have lost some. Well, you could
about a 2-yard loss.
You could hear everybody on the Ohio State side yelling "draw," so they were prepared for it. They knew they weren't going to.
Well, I'm sure they watch
it up here.
I'm sure even at this level, they're watching films and they know when they're in certain backfields.
Our film is not available until after the playoffs and everything. If you try to go back and watch any of the games other than when we live streamed it, you can't find it. We have to take it down so that there's no scouting being done of the Buckeyes because we're one of the few broadcast crews that actually do any of these games.
Back to pass. Looks up, hit, fumble, ball's loose on the ground. I think Ohio State has it, and they do. Nice pickup on the Buckeyes.
So once again, this cold weather might have something to do with the fact that couldn't keep that ball gripped. Number 11 dropped it.
And that was number 99 for Ohio State picking that ball up. It may take me a minute to find it because these are not in numerical order.
Well, the other thing that we noticed, Joe, is that, Wright State has very few players that they brought with them, so they're playing both ways.
Yeah.
I think they did that when we were at Wright State last week, too. Had to play both ways simply because of the limited number of players that they have. All right. Garenstein with another chance at this.
Down at the bottom, 2 up top, all-out pass, going deep toward the end zone, and intercepted. And
dropped.
Yeah, that was an interception and a fumble. Ohio State gets the ball on the fumble.
Was that a plan?
Oh, that was planned play. That was a planned play.
They're waving it off as an incomplete pass, it looks like.
I think the first guy had it, took 2 steps, and was hit by his own player, and the ball knocked loose.
You're probably right, but they waved it off. They're saying incomplete pass. Because it actually looked like he actually made that move.
Rick, you want to look at that in the instant replay there?
Yeah.
They're saying the ball. He didn't have possession. He was bobbling it as he got hit. That's why it came out so easily. Can you
feel your toes yet, Joe?
No, I don't feel my nose. I know that much. All right, 2 to the bottom. Trips to the top, empty backfield, going back again, looking deep, throwing short, and through the hands of the receiver. And I think that receiver might have been Spencer Moore. I tell you what, you cannot, even with gloves on, it's hard to catch out there right now.
Right.
Well, one thing with the gloves on with those players, you don't feel the ball like you did when
you got to have that tactile experience there, Joe.
Whatever you say.
And it is blustery, and the flakes are big. So
one in the backfield, hand off. He's going around the left side. I don't think it was meant to be, but he did, and he's going to get about 2 yards by Jalen Haley, number 13.
So what happens here is. We get a lot of snow, then we get it tapering off, then we get no snow, then it snows again. but at least we've got a semblance of a roof over us.
Yes.
Other than that, obviously the sides on this.
You could have brought a heater up with you.
Yeah, that I forgot it. All
right, Haley in the backfield with Gerenstein. And we have
motion
on number, what was that, 9? Number 6. He couldn't keep his balance and lean forward.
So we're going to have a punt?
Yeah. We were going to go for it, and now we're not.
Yeah, well, I don't think that you want to take any chances, especially at the beginning of this game, which we are in. We've got 9:53 remaining in this first quarter of play, but no one wants to take any chances since there is no score, and you don't know what the weather is going to do from here on out. So you have to be prepared and try to be conservative at least till you get some score on the board.
Oh, we got whistles blowing all around. Referees coming in to talk. David Cooper looks like is the punter. I think that's 16.
Joe, who is it? Which? So there's a penalty. Who is that with no sleeves on? He's doing a Clinton Massey from Friday night.
In the backfield. That's
Number
Thiel.
7.
That's Thiel.
All right, so we know the crazy one.
Yeah. Thiele. And there goes punt. It's a better punt this time. Hitting on the 16 and bouncing. Oh, why stop it so soon? But that's all right. Stopped it at about the 4-yard line. That ball hit and just started rolling toward the end zone. But again, you don't want to get out so far ahead of you that you can't get to it and stop it, and it goes in the end zone. So it's better stop it on the 4 than let it go in the end zone. Because it was picking up speed. It was really moving. All right, High State on defense. Wright State huddling up in the end zone.
Yes, we're in a snowstorm, folks. That's real snow you're seeing there on the screen. I think this is probably one of the first games that we've ever done in the snow where we were out in the snow as well. This is definitely the coldest game that I can remember that we've ever done.
And fake and handoff, and it looks like he was stopped at the 2. Now he's moved. He's all the way up to the 7 now.
So a little bit of a pickup there. They picked up about 4 yards. What do we got, a 2nd and 6, Joe?
Yeah. About a 2nd and 6. First they had him almost for a loss, and then gains about
some extra
4 yards.
And how do you get any traction on a field that's covered in? And you know what? It's even in driving, it seems like that the thinner the snow, the slipperier it is.
Yes.
As it starts to get thicker, then it's easier to get some traction.
All right, Noah Snyder in the backfield. Hands off, flips out, actually a toss, and there's a loss back to the 4-yard line.
Yeah, nobody's getting much traction in this.
He tossed it over to Aaron Frost, but it was a 2-handed underhand toss, not a good one.
Want to send a special shout out to my lovely wife, Sydney, and our dog Paisley. They are in the comfort of our studio back in Wilmington, probably watching on the big screen television, or she's probably watching something else. But they've got all the warmth and the food, and we're out here struggling in this terrible. So I want some loving when I come home as far as some food. Yeah.
He's been talking bad about you all the way up here.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. Right. We both have the sniffles now.
Okay, it's 3rd and about 7. No, they're moving it back. Okay, 3rd and 10. Well, I'm going by the yard marker. I'm looking at the yard marker, and the ball's on the 4-yard line. They got to get to the 14, so that lets you know how much they got to get. That's 10 yards.
Well, I'll tell you what, I would be shocked if anybody cramps up today.
I'd be faking it if I.
Oh, I think Sydney probably texted me here. I'll have to look
Back
here.
Snyder looked running. Oh, he's sacked on the 1 yard line.
Almost a safety.
Almost. He got out of the end zone and was sacked on the 1 yard line. So it's going to be 4th down and a long way to go. And they're usually back about 15 to 17 yards when they punt the ball. He's only going to be back about 11 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So you got to watch for a bad snap here. They're not used to snapping to that direction. And if he backs up, he could step out of bounds real easy.
Well, Thiel's not the only one. Who's number 51 there on the line there? They are sleeveless as well. Oh,
boy,
back
almost.
to the end zone and
that's
straight up almost.
Yeah. Hits about the 31, bouncing to the 40, 41, 42, 43, and finally touched.
So the Buckeyes will take over at Wright State's 43-yard line when we get started. We want to tell you about Holdren Builders. Holdren Builders, since 1989, we build homes, decks, pole barns, not pool barns, it says
Pool barns. All right.
log cabins, I got to get my copy here, outbuildings, and do remodeling projects. Whatever your needs may be, big or small, we've got you covered. Our team does even custom work. Call Cowboy Joe for estimates, 937-725-6115. Holdren Builders.
All right. Hands off to Gerenstein hands off to Haley. Haley's running down, gets inside the 25-yard line before he's brought out.
That was a good run.
That was a very good run by Jalen Haley right there. All the way down to, looks like about the 14-yard line.
So he's picking up where he left off last week against Wright State.
Like I said, I think with this kind of weather, the running game is going to be the
big thing.
The big thing, but they're in passing formation, so we'll see what happens here. Haley's still in the backfield, two at the top, and he's going to hand off to Haley going to the right side. Turns a move and gets pushed out of bounds about the 18-yard line. So it's going to be about a 6-yard gain, so that's not too bad.
Ooh. I can still feel my fingers a little.
Oh, my fingers are starting to
You actually have
ache on me.
You're good because you don't have to.
I had to take the gloves off to move the papers.
I was going to say you don't have any touch screen you have to worry about. I got all this touch stuff here that I got to do for switching and all the graphics and that kind of thing. But
all right, Guarantee in the backfield. Hands off to Haley again. No, fakes it, keeps it himself, runs to the left. He's to the 10, to the 5, and in for a touchdown. Gerenstein runs for a touchdown.
Faked everybody out, huh?
Nice run, Kelly Gerenstein.
All right, let me put some points on the board.
Start to say Garen Kelly-Steen.
So, Buckeyes lead 6-0 so far in this championship game. The Great American.
We'll see how they do on extra point kicks with this cold weather.
Yeah, that will be interesting. Let's see how that works.
Down, up, looks
That's
good.
That's good.
And it is good.
7-0. Your Ohio State Buckeyes. Nothing. The Wright State Raiders. Our alma mater, Joe.
Field's getting wider again.
Whiter or whiter?
W-H-I-T-E-R.
Well, the red is still showing on
Barely. It looks
on the
more
50
pink
yard line.
now instead of red.
That's true. It does look like a pink O now.
And you can see the players' feet marks as they go out to their positions.
Another one of our great sponsors, Elliott Street Boutique. Now, this boutique is completely online. Elliott Street is the new women's clothing boutique specializing in casual apparel and accessories for the everyday woman. Elliott Street opens online. That was last Friday, just in time for holiday shopping. Visit us on Instagram, Facebook, and at our website, ElliottStreetBoutique.com.
And here goes the kickoff. And it's going deep.
Nice kick.
Picked up at the 9-yard line, or 14-yard line, excuse me. Going out to the right side, getting up down the line, gets over the 50.
Wow.
He's still running, but I think he's out of bounds. Wow, nice
He
run
kept
back.
going, and I was trying to zoom in while he was running. And you can really see the snow when I zoom in.
And that's Aaron Frost's second. Nice run back by Aaron Frost.
And he did it in the frost.
Yeah, he's a Frosty-like guy.
Yeah.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Well, that wasn't too bad, Joe.
Thank you.
Don't make it your daytime job, though.
That's what Cole's told me when I would sing to them at the through our little microphones at work and headsets. All right. In the backfield is Snyder.
See what the Raiders can put together on this drive.
Snyder looks to pass. He goes. I don't know if his arm was hit.
Yeah, I don't know whether he lost control.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. It just slipped out of his hands.
Whether a Buckeye touched it. I don't know.
Touched the ball, touched his elbow. Almost looked like his elbow was
But it
hit.
almost went straight up in the air.
In the air, straight up and straight down. Went about 5 yards total.
So that's going to make it 2nd and about 10.
Yep. Well, since it's an incomplete pass, it wouldn't have changed, Rick.
Well, it looks like it's 2nd and 9.5, but
yeah. From where they put the
sticks
2-yard
and the
marker or
marker.
second down marker. Let's run up the middle, and he gets about couple yards, and he's grabbed and yanked down. That's number, was that 33 or 32? It's hard to tell. 33. And that is Christian Garrison, number 33, from Clarksville, Ohio. He must be from Clinton Massey.
Well, there are 2 Clinton Massey guys on Wright State's team. Forgot to mention that, but we did mention them. In fact, they came up and we talked to them after the game last week. They're happy. I'm sure they watched Friday night our Massey Wyoming game, and then.
We got timeout.
Okay,
right.
So a timeout. That gives us a little bit of a chance to talk to you about someone near and dear to our hearts. That is some good pizza. Roscoe's Pizza. We have had that pizza. It is delicious. Roscoe's Pizza offers over 45 specialty pizzas made with fresh ingredients, including their famous pickle pie. And I had that, Joe. It was delicious. With 2 convenient locations in Corwin and New Vienna, and Corwin is just right outside Waynesville. We are a locally owned business that enjoys supporting charitable causes and even names many of our pizzas after neighboring communities.
Can you say that again real fast?
Such as the Harvey's Burger or the Midland Chicken Parm. Place an order online, by phone, or become a driver at either location. You can enjoy a slice of life at Roscoe's Pizza.
Man, that wind's picking up.
Yeah.
And New Vienna is my hometown.
What is it?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Another one of our sponsors, Liberty Savings Bank, can save you time and money with historically low mortgage rates and state-of-the-art online banking. Our team appreciates the coaches, teachers, and administrators for the work they do today to build leaders of tomorrow. We would also like to thank our employees that are dedicated to making our community great. Find out what we can do for you at libertysavingsbank.com. Liberty Savings Bank, another fine sponsor here of Campus Nation and our broadcast of the Ohio State Buckeyes club football team.
Okay, Snyder's in the backfield all alone. Frost came out here to be outside. So we got 2 up top. We got offsides. They're going to play the play out. It was Ohio State in the backfield, but everybody just sort of stood up and stopped. Ohio State almost intercepted, which would have been negated with the offsides. But I'm sure they're going to call the offsides on Ohio State, which they did. I mean, 2 Ohio State players, one on the top and one on the bottom, both jumped off sides like they thought something moved.
Seems like there's a little bit of confusion during the start of this game. And speaking of that, we've got 5.5 minutes remaining in this first quarter play here.
righty.
Raiders going to try to pick up that first down. They need just 2 yards to do that.
We got Frost in the backfield with Snyder. 3 up top, 1 to blow. They're going for a pass. Boy. And I don't think he got it. Nope, it's incomplete. Ohio State jumped in front, had the ball, but it bounced off the ground and up into him.
It's like we said, it's like a rock that's being thrown your way.
I haven't seen him throw a good pass yet. I would be really thinking about going to the running game.
Another one of our sponsors, Diamondback Wildlife Extraction. Are you hearing noises in your attic? Are you seeing holes appear under your deck, your porch, or your building? Before major damage begins, call Diamondback Wildlife Extraction. We'll finish here after.
4th down and a long 2, and he's going to run it right up the middle. He's got the first down.
He's got it. So
now,
back to Diamond. Have you ever had any bats in your belfry, Joe?
Never.
Well, we're a local-owned wildlife removal business. Once we solve your problem, we can do a full exclusion to prevent wildlife from further damaging your home. We're the answer to your problem. Call us at 937-302-6372 or check us out on Facebook at Diamondback Wildlife Extraction. We strike back.
All right. Frost in the backfield with quarterback. Oh, fumbles.
Yep.
Picked up.
Yep.
And brought down. They're going to give him to the 30-yard line.
So he did make some forward progress. Is that what you're saying?
No, he backward progress from the line of scrimmage, but forward progress from where they eventually tackled him. So he lost about 3 yards on that play. Football is cold and hard out there.
I think that the snow is coming down as heavy as it has been since we've been here.
And I think in the regular football games, they've got like a little heater thing over here. They're keeping the balls warm and throw them. And here, I'm sure.
So, Joe, go down and get one of those heaters and bring it up for us and for our toes.
We could do that.
We could have some warm toes at least.
Ohio State jump around on defense, and we get a
penalty.
Delay a game.
Yep.
Well, Ohio State was bouncing around. I think it's confused them.
Well, the Raiders, you're right. The Raiders were confused, and it resulted in a delay of game penalty. No, they're pointing towards Ohio State, but they're walking it off towards Wright State.
The penalty was against Wright State. Ohio State got warned to stay off the
sidelines.
And I don't see anybody close to that.
I was going to say, and what would it matter? I mean, it's
if the closer they get to the sidelines, it helps keep the snow off so you can see the sidelines.
That's right. All right, Wright State going to come up to the ball.
Look at their four guys on the throws out here to the left side. Number 3, nobody around him goes. Oh, he runs out of bounds. You can
he actually ran out of bounds. He didn't have to. There was no one near him.
You can see his footprints going out of bounds back here, and the referee went 2 yards forward. Just like you can see his footprints. He's out of bounds.
So anyway, good pickup there for Wright State, right? It's going to be a 3rd and about 4.
3rd and 4.
Is that what I said, Joe?
3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. I think the yard marker, the 3, is a little off.
3:29 remaining in the first quarter of play.
He's got to get to the 17-yard line. And they're at the 21. That'd be about 4 yards.
All right.
So, and I'm sure they're in 4-down territory still.
Oh, absolutely.
And a flip out and flipped up in the air, flips down almost. Intercepted almost. Caught again. Tried to get it to Frost and just couldn't quite do it. So it's going to be 4th and 4.
So, as you can tell, it's wonderful Ohio weather here. Fortunately, both these teams are Ohio teams, so they know what happens here. It's not like someone came up from Florida to play. All right, 4th down, 4 yards for first down.
They've got some fans on the other side of the field. screaming at the players. Come on. All right, number 33 in the backfield. And it looks like it's going to be a pass, and he just throws it up, and it hits the receiver's hand, Frost, but immediately hit, and ball goes.
Was it actually a completion? It wasn't a completion.
Incompletion.
All right.
It was actually an incompletion.
Now, look, off to the side here, Joe, we've got some tents up now and some umbrellas up, and we've got some huddled masses.
Right.
Yearning to be warm. Someone's got some coffee.
Underneath the tree where there was one thing, there's now a half dozen or more.
And actually, the tree, I don't know whether the tree is preventing the snow to accumulate or whether it's just all the huddled masses.
I think it's the huddled masses.
They're creating all that warmth. We may have to go down there, Joe, and get into the mosh pit, so to speak, get warmed up.
And there's some down here on the indoor-outdoor field watching.
All right, so we've got first down.
First down for Ohio State because it was takeover on downs.
Yeah. Turnover on downs.
It'll be 20 on the 21-yard line. Ohio State ball.
And if you're wondering what that white stuff is on the ground, it is snow.
All right, we got one in the backfield. Haley with Gerenstein. Hands off to Haley going up the middle, following his blockers. He gets about all the way out to the 27-yard line.
So Ohio State leads 7-0. They're in another drive, hoping to tack on some to the board there.
Actually, they're going to give him to the 28-yard line. So it's going to be about 3 yards for first down.
You're watching the Great American Conference Championship right here on Campus Nation. The Ohio State Buckeyes hosting the Wright State Raiders.
I said I'd mention my great-grandson, Camden Candy, who's playing soccer right now down in Cincinnati.
But they're playing in rain, you said.
Yeah,
right?
They're supposed to have rain there. And a keeper, and right up the middle. Oh, wow. If he got by him, he may have went. Gerenstein kept it, went up the middle. Got to the 41, 42-yard line.
But a great
Ohio
pickup.
State is coming in quickly.
Little up-tempo here.
Yeah, they started to substitute, and number 99 had to run back out. He didn't have time. Oh, there's all sides. Ohio State jumped.
So
the whole left line
Ohio
jumped.
State was trying to change up Wright State, and it backfired on them.
Yeah.
They literally played into their own hands.
Well, the whole left side jumped for Ohio State's offense. The right side stayed firm. My fingers are starting to ache again.
Your fingers, my toes, my fingers. Whose fingers? Anyone's. Well, and it seems like once again the snow is swirling a little more because we're getting a little more coming in on our broadcast booth here.
Gerenstein couldn't find anybody, decided to keep it. This is not a plan keep, but he gets up and all the way to the, they're changing.
That was a little bit of improvisation.
43-yard line, so it's going to be an initial gain of 1 from the original line of scrimmage.
Another one of our great sponsors, Weblin Excavating and Poured Walls. They're located in Wilmington, Ohio. They specialize in commercial and residential construction. Contact them for all your projects. 937-302-0466 today. Weblin Excavating.
Okay. Oh, over the quarterback's head, he just falls on a good job. That was by Gerenstein to cover up the ball.
Got to cover it.
It was a high snap and went right through his hands. So now it's going to be 3rd and close to 15.
So what, we've got a timeout?
Must High State, they're all coming over. It's
the end of the quarter. Well, we can tell you about Sam's Meats. Football fans, stop by Sam's Meats in Wilmington, Ohio, and support a locally owned and operated business. Sam's Meats has fresh chicken, pork, beef, deli cheeses and lunch meats. Their meat deals are a great way to buy meat in bulk, helping you save time and money. Dine in and enjoy homemade hot bar meals and grill items, and we've eaten there several times. Sam's Meats also offers catering, party trays, and homemade desserts. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6:30 and 8 a.m. to 4 on Saturday. Don't forget the bacon. They have great bacon at Sam's Meats. And they used to have a baker's bacon, and Baker obviously is our broadcast crew and the Clinton Massey superintendent that does our broadcasts on our high school channel. But anyway, okay, I'm going to change the, before I forget it, I'll change to the second period of number 2.
As the teams change, going from our left to right, now Ohio State's going right to left.
So we're in the second quarter play here.
Empty backfield, 3 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Gerenstein back there by himself. Looking back, decides a quarterback draw, coming up the middle. And there's a whole yellow flag.
Going.
He's still going, but a yellow flag down. It's all coming
holding.
back.
Yeah, it'll be holding. At least it's in that area.
It's in that area of holding, so that's what I'm assuming. Unless somebody put a face, hand to the face or something.
Doubt that.
Yep. Referee's holding his hand up to the other referee, saying, "I got to hold it. I'm going through the flag. It's a hold."
Well, it may be cold outside, but our broadcast schedule is still hot. Check out the Campus Nation website on Thursday at 12:45 as the University of Louisville plays the Ohio State University club hockey team at Taft Coliseum in Columbus, Ohio, right here in our capital city.
Ball's moved back to the Ohio State 23-yard line. Man, that's way back there. Ohio State's got to get to the 48 of Wright State.
So far back, it's almost in Florida.
Yeah. Well, let's go down there and do the game then.
Yeah. Well, the snow has appeared to diminish, and the flakes are not quite as big, so that's good, I guess.
All right, in motion, fake. Again, it's a quarterback draw going up the middle, and he's still going. He gets over the 40 to about the 42-yard line. So he's back to the original line of scrimmage on that play.
Great run. So it's going to be fourth and about 10.
And they're going to punt.
That would make sense. Once again, you've got a 7-0 lead. There's no point in, anything could turn this game completely around. So the Buckeyes, they're going to be a little more conservative. This is for the championship, too.
All right. Here's the snap. There's the punt. Close to being blocked. It's going to hit. It's going to roll. Nice Ohio State roll. It's rolling all the way to the close right at the 20-yard line, about the football length from making it to the 20-yard line.
Well, this is a complete turnaround from last week, not just on the weather, but also, and of course the weather is a factor in this game today. But yes. Wright State, they're not getting fooled as much. It looks like, and they're in this game. It's only 7-0 Buckeyes. So Wright State has they've got everything to be excited about with the score as to what it is right now.
I think the weather's taking the passing out of the game a lot.
Yeah.
So Wright State's back. He's got 2 in the backfield behind him. Passes to Frost, hands off to Frost. Frost comes around the right side. Nobody there. He's going down the sideline wide open in chase. Ohio State, I don't think they're going to get to him, and it's going to be a tie ball game in a second.
Incredible. Frost with that incredible run.
You can hear the cheers from the opposing side because there's a lot of fans over there.
And that's good. We like to see fans. What are you counting, Joe?
Trying to count the fans. There was over 30, I think, over there.
What you're counting the fans, huh?
Counting the fans.
All right. Well, the Raiders now with a good point after can tie this game up. We got a ball game, Joe.
We have a ball game. And the quarterback is the holder here for the extra point kicker. Kicker is number 7, Evan Throckmorton.
Yeah, he does other things for the Raiders. We mentioned his name a lot last week.
Throckmorton?
Throckmorton was very active in the game.
Left-footed kicker and very low and does not do anything.
No height on it. Now, a Buckeye has picked it up.
Which he can.
Yeah.
If he picks it up and runs it, Ohio State gets 2 points. So.
Right. So, what do you think, Joe?
I think I'm cold. My nose won't stop running. And,
well, it'll freeze up here in a minute. You don't have to worry; it won't run.
That's what I'm thinking.
Let's get some. Let's get us some warmth looking at the horseshoe there.
Now we're going to have a kickoff. Let's see what Ohio State does in the kickoff. I look for Gerenstein to start doing some more running himself, which he's done a lot of in the past.
Well, Gerenstein, he is a leader, and he will take this team on his back a lot of times and literally run with it. So don't be surprised if he's going to.
Well, he had the one long run.
If he's
going to
be calling his number more.
And then he turned around and ran the very next play and got 15. It was still 10 yards shy of a first down. If he ran it, there's a good chance he'd have got that first down.
So with 13 minutes remaining in this half, it's the Ohio State Buckeyes 7, or the Wright State Raiders 6. They were already in striking distance. Now they're just a point behind. So, and something like an extra point could be the determining factor in a game like this, with the way the field is and the way the ball is. And
looks like we've got Haley and Scroggins back to get the ball on the for Ohio State. They're both standing around close to the 20-yard line.
So we call this a snow bowl.
Yeah.
Snow bowl.
Snow bowl. Snow something. Ice bowl. It's an onside kick, and Ohio State covers it.
Smart.
And that was kicked down like that on purpose. I don't know if it was an onside kick.
Well, it certainly looked like Wright State was attempting to catch Ohio State off guard and perhaps recover the ball.
Well, with the ball hard to fall on and feel.
Yeah. I think it was a wise attempt.
Right.
Look at number 72 down there.
Big boy.
He is big.
He can't get his shirt all the way down.
I was going to say his shirt is sort of wrapped around him and up a little. He's got his green, the underpinnings below, but that I don't want to have to run into that guy. He is way big.
And hands off to it's a keeper. And Gerenstein goes around the outside and gets about 5, maybe 6 yards there, about 5.
Well, we said a lot of times Gerenstein will put the team on his back and carry it with his running.
It was a good fake because everybody thought Haley had it, and all of a sudden I saw him start screaming.
I covered it, Joe.
You covered it?
I caught it.
Good job for change.
So it's going to be second and about 5.
And hands off this time to Haley. Haley's coming back the other side. He's got an opening. He got free. He's going to make it all the way. Jalen Haley, touchdown, Ohio State. So just as quickly as they come back to almost tie the game, Ohio State takes a larger lead back. And a kick here would put Ohio State up 8. Putting the ball down right at the 15-yard line, looks like. David Rive Jr. going to try the extra point. He got the first one. Ball's that snap. Going to pick it up and tackled.
So Wright State pulls their own magic there and prevents the extra point.
That ball's just like a rock coming back there. It's just hard to get a hold of.
Well, there's no question that this weather has affected everything, including our incredible broadcast, Joe. And they're moving around. At least I'm trying to walk a little around to keep my toes from freezing to the. We're on metal, in a metal tower
with holes in the metal.
With the holes in the metal. That's right. Obviously it is a situation where there's not a lot of warmth being generated by the steel structure that we're that we're standing on.
$12 minutes till halftime till I can go inside and get warm.
Is that what you're going to do?
You got to believe it.
Oh, I thought you were going to stay here and
No. And here we go. Kicks up.
Nice kick.
Nice kick caught. And by 6 and run back, gets to about the 28-yard line. Gets free for a second, gets back up there again.
There's a flag.
Is there a flag out there?
There's a penalty flag on the field.
That was Frost that had the ball brought.
That was after the fact, though.
Well, let's see what
that came in late.
Could have been a hold right there at the end that the flag didn't get pulled out till the end.
So it is against the Raiders. You need gloves, man. Yeah, well, nothing going to help us.
All right, ball's going back to about the 14-yard line, where it'll be first down, 10 yards to go. 14, got to get up to the 24. Actually, the ball looks like maybe closer almost to the 15, between the 14 and 15. Back to Spencer. Spencer's looking, throws, caught, and hit, and the ball comes flying out. Ohio State looks like they've got it, yes.
Are they going to call it down? No?
What are they going to
Is it a live ball or not? Are they calling it down?
No, it's a fumble.
They're going to talk.
Ohio State had it. The other guy rolled on. Now they're going to decide whose ball it is.
They're going to talk it over. I have a feeling they're going to call it.
If both players have it, it always goes to the offense. But I thought Ohio State fell on the ball, and as he rolled over, the Wright State guy jumped on top of him, grabbed the ball, and then they both rolled over. It looked like the Ohio State.
All right, there it is. There is a penalty. Face mask against the Buckeyes. So, there's your answer, Joe.
Take away everything else. We're going back to the face mask. Ball's getting moved up to.
Looks like the 36-yard line.
The yard markers haven't moved.
Well, they're cold. They're frozen to the ground.
They were still just standing there watching the game.
Anyone that thinks that we're going to have any rain during this game, forget it. There's just no way. As cold as it is, I can't believe that this is going to change to rain.
Yeah. Not unless they move this game somewhere south of here.
Warm, yeah. I can't believe that it's raining in Cincinnati. I have a feeling.
Okay, we go back. It's going to be a pass. He's going to get tackled out of bounds at the 30-yard line. I mean, right on the 30s where he was taken out.
Good defense by the Buckeyes. He had no one to throw to.
No, but he should have thrown it away.
Yeah.
Saved himself getting hit and tackled. Lost 5 yards, maybe 6.
Looks like 4. 5, you're right.
What?
So,
well, the ball, I think,
a second and 15.
And I think the yard marker is actually a little past the 45. It's almost right at the 46.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's going to be they lost about 6 yards on that play. So 2nd and 16 from the 30. Got to get out to the 46. I haven't seen him do a pass play that looked good yet. And here they go back for another pass. And he throws a wobbly ball up in the air. Caught.
Which that's going to result in a substantial pickup of yards.
Yeah.
Give us probably a third and about 6.
Yeah, he gained about 10 yards on that play. I mean, that ball was just flung and end over end, but caught. I say having some change of players here.
So let's see what they've got up their sleeves. Oh,
Okay,
they don't have sleeves on.
No. 1 in the backfield, 2 north, 2 south. And looking around, not there. Hit, let go. Starts to run again, starts to get hit again. He's getting clobbered. And he goes down at the 37-yard line.
Buckeyes helping him up. That's good. So that brings up 4th down. I have a feeling that they will probably punt, but I'm not going to tell you they will.
They went for it all day, but it's shy of the 50 by.
Yeah, you don't want to. I mean, you're only down by 7 points. It's 9.5 minutes to go. Why risk? Once again, it's a game. It's not like being behind 50.
Well,
to
if
nothing.
it was 4th down and 1.5 yards or 2 yards, but.
Yeah.
As far as they go, and their passing game has not been good at all.
Well, and with the weather, it would be expected.
Number 72 just hustled in. Now we got a timeout. The second timeout of the game the first half called by Wright State. They got 1 left.
So the Raiders, they call a timeout. So we will go back to talk about our sponsors. And let's try Elliott Street Boutique. Elliott Street Boutique is a new women's clothing boutique. They're specializing in casual apparel and accessories for the everyday woman. Elliott Street opens online. Now, that's the other thing. This is not a brick and mortar store. This is an online store, and they're open now just in time for holiday shopping. Visit us on Instagram, Facebook, and at our website, ElliottStreetBoutique.com. You got someone you need to buy something for, Joe? There you go.
Yeah.
A significant other?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What are you getting?
Brutus.
What are you getting me?
Brutus Buckeye.
Well, we stopped. Did we stop? We stopped and picked up some stuff the last time we were here for you.
Yeah, that was for my son's birthday.
There you go.
And he liked it.
He did.
Yes.
I don't even know what you got him.
Got him a Brutus.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's a bad snap. Hits the ground. Gets up in the air. Kicked. Ball hits about the 43. If that hit a Wright State or Ohio State guy, it'd be alive.
Well, that was pretty effective, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a low hit, bouncing around.
Yeah.
Now, once the ball hits the ground, if you hit the punter, it's no penalty. Once the ball hits the ground, go after it. All right, Ohio State has the ball on their own 33-yard line.
And they are leading by
7
points. Very close ball game so far in this first half.
We got 1 in the backfield, 2 bottom, and 1 up top. And here comes up the middle. Nice run, nice breakthrough. Oh, boom, good tackle. Haley gets all the way to the 45-yard line of Ohio State, going full blast, and a nice tackle. Probably made him feel warm.
Yeah, the blood
flowed
through his body. He knows he's alive.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I've got to, I don't know whether these players are crazy or what, but look how red his arms are there on number 77 is for Wright State. He's
And here comes Ohio State running. Haley coming around the outside on the left side, and he runs out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
All right. Nice pickup. Buckeyes
Another
downstairs.
first down. They've had 2 first down runs.
Team members down there telling them, let's go, Buckeyes. You're listening to CampusNation.com, the Internet Sports Authority, bringing you college club football, a championship college club football.
I'm going to call the play. I'm going to say Gerenstein runs this ball.
Okay. All right,
Let's see
Joe.
if I'm right. Haley in the backfield with Gerenstein. Nope. He did. Ha ha. And first down. I call that play?
Did you pick something up there, Joe?
I just had the feeling.
Joe, that's why we pay you the big bucks we do.
He did a good fake handoff into Haley and then kept it, went right up the middle.
Well, you called it, Joe.
Ohio State down to the 27-yard line. All right, we got 3 to the top, 1 down below.
7:27.
Thiel in the backfield. Hands off to Thiel going right up the middle. And he gets all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's going to be very close for a first down. They may be about a half yard shy. He got to just past the 18, but not quite to the 17. Got to get to the 17. So he's about 2 football lengths shy of getting a first down on that play.
Well, we wish you were here, but you probably are glad you're not.
Yeah. Somebody's sitting back home laughing. I won't mention her name. But she's married to my host.
Well, Joe, did you see that play?
Yes.
That sweep?
Has a nice sweep to the left.
Yeah.
Played by, again, Thiel to the left, got down to the 10, so it's a first down.
And once again, Holder and Builders, since 1989, we build homes, decks, pole barns, not pool barns, log cabins, outbuildings, and do remodeling projects. Whatever your needs may be, big or small, we've got you covered. Our team even does custom work as well. Call Cowboy Joe for estimates at 937-725-6115. So saddle up and come ride with us.
Yahoo!
Joe does stuff for us. He's an announcer and does camera work. Let me get back here on the action.
All right, 10-yard line. Back, and it's going to be handed off to Haley coming around the middle, going to the outside, and getting tackled by about 5 Wright State Raiders.
Looks like he
got 2 or 3 yards on that play.
Most of it was left and right.
Yeah,
but,
he gained more left and right than he did north and south, but looks like he got to the 7, so that's a 3-yard gain. Got to get a touchdown here or nothing else.
Joe, you're going to have to take your NyQuil tonight.
Oh, gosh. My nose is going to love getting in where it's warm. That's all I know. And again, I think this is a broken play, but Gerenstein takes it right up the middle. He turned to the right. Nobody was looking for the ball, so he goes, okay, I'll take it up the middle myself.
I'll just do this.
So it's another touchdown for Ohio State. Starting to get the spread a little bit better here.
19-6, Buckeyes in the lead. Let's see if they can tack on the extra point this time. We've had a few incidents where Wright State and Ohio State didn't get that extra point. Let's see if they can do it now.
Yep. Or go for 2.
Well, looks like they're going to go for 2.
They're just going to go for 2. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not Gerenstein. No, it's going to be grabbed just up the middle by Haley, and he's not going to make it.
So, score will remain 19-6.
I think they were trying to get back the 1 point they missed and then plus get another.
I think they think that probably with the weather being what it is, that extra points as far as kicking are not going to be that great, so might as well go ahead and go for 2.
Right. I think if Gerenstein would have had Haley run out, some players would have went with him, then he tried up the middle after that. Might have been able to get a little better shot at getting in.
Right.
He's hard to bring down. But nonetheless, 19-6. Ohio State leads with 5:36 left in the half. And I think Ohio State's saying, let's hold them and get another touchdown before halftime.
And I think it's a balmy 34 degrees out here, Joe. You think?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Get ready for the kickoff here.
All right, David Rive Jr. back for the kickoff. Here he comes. Boom! It's a bouncy one. Caught. His knee was down. They didn't blow the whistle. He caught it with his knee on the ground, but nobody blew the whistle.
So,
and he gets up to the 45.
Zebras didn't see that.
Ah.
Would have been right there spotted. .5:32 remaining in this first half. Oh, this is the championship match, so we have an extra quarter this game, don't we, Joe?
No.
5 quarters?
No. 3.
3 quarters.
3 quarters.
3 quarters.
They take off one when the championship games, or at least I do.
So, who's that trotting out on the field there? Looks like a trainer or something, but she's going to the opposite side.
Yeah.
Is there someone down over there?
I don't know. Yep, someone's sitting on the bench.
Yeah. Can't be cramping.
Okay, we're hurt, so we got to call the game.
Joe, this is a wonderful game. You got to.
All right, pass the backfield, going to quarterback draw, and it didn't work. High State got him right to the line of scrimmage.
Went nowhere.
Snyder tried to fake and run right up the middle, and Ohio State met him right at the goal line.
I think we're just about ready to have 3 popsicles up here in this booth.
Yeah. 3 or free?
3.
Next time you come up, bring a heater with you.
Yeah.
Do they really?
Oh, well, someone's smart over there for Wright State. Well, you know they are a science college.
2nd and 10. Here goes the snap. Snyder trying to throw long. It's open. He caught the ball and is tackled at the 14-yard line.
Wow, that went even further than I expected. Now, that was his best pass to date.
Destin McCartney caught that ball. Yeah, and it was, again, a very wobbly, floppy duck, but number 0 was nobody followed him. He went down. I don't think they thought, nobody's going to do anything that far down the field. I thought it was going to be intercepted as floppy the ball was going.
That's what I thought, and I wasn't going long, so to speak, because I thought it was going to be intercepted. But that.
All right, we got 2 in the backfield again. Snyder gives the Frost. Frost goes up the middle. He's caught immediately and going nowhere. Hit at the 14-yard line. They're going to get him to the 13-yard line. Going to lose a yard.
Ooh.
They're coming to get me, take me to the hospital, warm me up.
You can sit in the back there while they warm you up, right?
Yeah.
3:33 remaining in this first half.
And it can't go any faster.
You want to get inside and get warmed up?
Oh, God, yes.
Get thawed out?
Still, we got 2 in the backfield. Cody Smith is deep in the backfield. Flipped out to Cody Smith, and he's hit for a big loss. They're all the way back to the 23-yard line.
Buckeyes were not fooled on that one for sure. They smelled it.
They're going to take this way back up to the 21-yard line.
Ooh.
Yeah, so just what I'm thinking, ooh. Man, I feel that wind more now than I've felt it all day.
I think the wind has actually picked up, and if you look at the snow is blowing a lot harder.
What snow?
It may not be as big a flakes, but it is blowing.
It's, yeah. 3rd and close to 20.
One thing we don't have to worry about is any of our equipment overheating.
Looks like maybe about 18. I think some of the Raiders are frozen because when they yelled timeout, they didn't move. They just
they stuck to the ground.
Stuck.
Well, that'll give us an opportunity to talk about some of our other great sponsors here on Campus Nation. Let me pull it up here. And back to Roscoe's Pizza. Roscoe's Pizza, they offer over 45 specialty pizzas. I think Sydney and I, when we went down, had about 6 different ones. They're made with fresh ingredients, including their famous pickle pie. with 2 convenient locations in Corwin and New Vienna. We are a locally owned business that enjoys supporting charitable causes and even names many of our pizzas after neighboring communities such as the Harvey's Burger or the Midland Chicken Parm. Place an order online, by phone, or become a driver at either location to enjoy a Roscoe's Slice of Life. Roscoe's Pizza in Corwin and New Vienna, Ohio.
And I believe they're in what used to be called Huffman's clothing store when I was a youth.
A youth? Were you a youth?
I was a youth.
Oh.
Y-O-U-T-H, youth.
Okay, all right.
All right, empty backfield. 3 to the top, 2 to the bottom. And they go back. He's going to throw to the right. He's out there. And it's caught and goes out of bounds at the 1 yard line. Ohio State member went up to knock the ball loose.
And they
missed
caught
it. And Wright State caught the ball. And it's going to be on the 2 yard line. 2 yard line. Goal to go.
So,
things change.
yeah, first and goal.
I was looking for a nice 40-0 game and called it halftime today myself. Quarterback keeper, and he's hit immediately and going nowhere.
Can't even fall forward on that one. Had the right idea, but the Buckeyes, they knew what he was going to do.
Yeah.
We got someone there that's slow at getting up. All right.
Is he slow in getting up or just frozen to the ground?
Well, that was the quarterback. So we're going to try this all over again.
All right, 1 in the backfield. Again, that's number 3, Cody Smith. Everybody else out. Oh, Ohio State jumps. They're saying he got back, and they did not throw the flag. He did not touch anybody, and he got back.
And it would have been half the distance to the.
Yeah,
to the
went from the 2 to the 1, but they did not call the.
Okay, so we've got up tempo here.
Third down
by the Raiders. They want to take advantage of this.
Ball's on the 1 yard line. 3rd down. Goal to go. Ohio State's held him for the first 2. Can they hold him again for 2 more times? Because I got a feeling they're not going to kick a field goal or attempt it.
No, I don't think so. It's 19-6 with 56 seconds remaining in the game, so they got to.
Halftime. Halftime.
Yeah, that's right. Halftime.
Well, you're thinking what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking like you want me to think.
The quarterback keeper, he's trying to push his way in.
I think he got it. Did he?
They didn't blow the whistles, and he just kept pushing, and people kept pushing him, and he finally went in.
There you go.
He did not go in until about 9 guys got behind him and pushed him in. 19-12. Let's see if they go for 2 or try for the kick. They're going to sign it for the kick, it looks like. But last time it went 4 feet in the air.
Is that Throckmorton out there?
At number 7.
Yep. So you're going to try again. He was great last week.
Well,
like I said, and he was active in
when
a lot of different
kicking a
ways.
cold frozen brick, you know.
Yeah, I know. And tough on the toes. Speaking, I don't even feel my toes anymore.
Snyder's the holder. He's the quarterback. Here's a player coming in late. And this could be a fake. Number 11's the quarterback, so he could also jump up.
See if you call it, Joe.
And it's a way miss to the left. Short and wide.
It went into the soccer goal over there. Does that count?
That count? I don't know if I went into it or over it. I think I went over the top. He's behind.
All right, so we still have a 7-point deficit here. The score at what will be halftime with 36 and a half seconds to go, unless there's some kind of a run back or something. 19-12, the Buckeyes over the Raiders.
Referees don't know where the ball is. They're going back. They went behind the soccer thing. They didn't. They finally see it because
we only have one ball.
Yeah, evidently that's the only ball. We got to go get the ball.
Okay, got to find that ball.
Hey, let's go take the ball. The game's over.
The ball girl.
That's what you got to do at halftime. Go down and snatch the ball away so they call the game.
Well, I think these two teams will have nothing of that. They want to play this game out.
They may want to. Okay. Again, it was a short kick last time. I can see a squib type kick, but I think they're going to try to kick it down the field more.
I would not want to. I wouldn't want to kick a short kick with these seconds remaining, and Ohio State, have some kind of a run back, or more importantly, they might be able to strike quickly.
Right. And here's a long kick. It's been caught at the 21-yard line by Ohio State, coming around to the right side, coming down. He's fighting blocker, but got caught from behind. And that was number 13, Jalen Haley. Oh, we got a flag down way back here at the 50.
Well, maybe we'll do it over again. 27 seconds remaining in the first half.
Illegal hands to the back, they're saying.
Is that a push from behind, Joe?
Whatever.
19-12. Ohio State Buckeyes leading the Wright State Raiders. And they're going to walk it off against the Buckeyes.
They said the penalty was from the 46-yard line.
He's actually drying the ball off before he places it.
Yeah, nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
Putting it down the nose, touching the 30. Nose the ball, touching the Ohio State 30 with 27 seconds.
All right, see if the Buckeyes have any special play for this instance. No, it's a knee. So
I knew they were going to do that because the player got way back about 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Illegal procedure on the Buckeyes.
Guys. And so that play didn't even happen. He didn't even take a knee because it happened before that. 24.5 seconds.
We'll try this all over again, Joe.
No, we're not. Are we doing the same thing? Player getting behind him just in case it's a bad snap. We got somebody back.
Smart move.
And takes a knee, and there we go.
So
we're done for the halftime.
So at the half, as it runs away, down to 10 seconds, the Buckeyes lead the Raiders 19-12 right here on Campus Nation, the Internet Sports Authority. Joe's going to go in to get some warmth, and in the meantime, I am going to. I've got some promos here that we have played before and that we will play again. So we'll pick this up on the other side here, hopefully a little bit warmer when we get back from everything that we got going on here. You're listening to Campus Nation.
In the early 20th century, aviation pioneers Orville and Wilbur Wright changed the world. The brothers invented the world's first successful airplane from their Dayton, Ohio bicycle shop. More than a century later, Wright State University carries on their legacy by building a culture of innovation and discovery, with students who are pioneers of potential. We accept the challenge to continue the Wright brothers' daring spirit by believing we can achieve anything. We take risks, challenge the status quo, and continually explore ways to do things better. At Wright State University, we dare you to dream, to inspire, to innovate, and to soar. Wright State University is a public research university near Dayton, Ohio, with a lake campus on the shores of Grand Lake St. Mary's in Salina, Ohio. Wright State serves nearly 18,000 students and offers more than 230 undergraduate, graduate, doctoral, and professional degrees. If you love science, you will love Wright State. State-of-the-art facilities allow faculty and students to pursue excellence and discovery across many disciplines. Wright State University is a leader in Ohio for research in neuroscience, human performance, and aerospace medicine. Our researchers work in partnership with businesses, community organizations, and Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, which is right next door. The power of these partnerships is seen in our Neuroscience Engineering Collaboration Building, where scientists and engineers work side by side to take research from the bench to the community. It's home to the Wright State and Premier Health Partners Neuroscience Institute, which researches nerve injuries, among other important work. Utilizing computer-based research, the Center of Excellence in Product Reliability and Optimization engineers new products for success. The Knowledge-Enabled Computing Center, known as NOESIS, is a leader in research that associates meaning with big data on the web, enabling people to find, share, and connect information easily. University research also generates technology that affects human impact, like a virtual game that helps train for cultural competencies.
You can hear my voice and walk.
Wright State is helping to save lives by training military and civilian first responders at our National Center for Medical Readiness at Calamityville. The College of Nursing and Health collaborated with the U.S. Air Force to develop the nation's first master's program in flight and disaster nursing.
Put this on here to block the hole, okay?
Nationally recognized for its commitment to community service, the Boonshoff School of Medicine offers innovative medical education. And the School of Professional Psychology is known nationally for its innovative programs. Wright State has so much more to offer. It is an innovator in the arts through Celia and its Distinguished Visiting Artist Series. Graduates have gone on to win Emmys, star on Broadway, and create award-winning movies.
I hope that this building spurs the students that come here to working harder than they ever have in their lives.
Our film center is even named after Academy Award-winning actor and director Tom Hanks, who came to campus to work with film students. Academic service learning courses, study abroad opportunities in over 40 countries, internships, and co-ops allow students to learn while making a difference in the real world. Wright State has been recognized nationally for its business education and community service programs. The university is nationally recognized for the unprecedented support it gives to students with disabilities and to veteran and military-connected students. Hardworking, ambitious students take advantage of the Honors Program, which provides small classes, a supportive learning environment, and opportunities for service learning and studying abroad. Wright State takes pride in its beautiful 557-acre campus, which includes a biology preserve. And we're also committed to environmental stewardship. And our students have fun, cultural groups, art galleries, and the Wright State Nutter Center, which has hosted the likes of John Legend, Fall Out Boy, Kesha, Jason Derulo, and Brad Paisley, will keep your calendar full. In a single day, you can rock climb,
And draw those hands if they're
take an indoor cycling class, swim in the Olympic-sized pool, play in murals, and cheer for the Raiders. As Wright State celebrates its 50th anniversary, we are confident the best is yet to come. You too can become a pioneer of potential at Wright State University.
We love welcoming new Buckeyes to campus. Let's check out some of our favorite spots.
Welcome to the Oval. This is the hub of campus where everything connects. It's where I cross to go to class, go to the library, spend my day studying outside in the sun, or playing volleyball with some friends. I can never not run into people when I'm on the Oval. Hey Sly!
What's up, Danielle? This right here is Thompson Library. Out of all of our 10 library locations, Thompson is the biggest one. Within the 11th floor, we have great views, art galleries, and even a cafe. So this doesn't make Thompson only a great study spot, but just a place where you can come hang out.
This is Mirror Lake. In my opinion, it's one of the most beautiful spots on campus. People come here every day to hang out, take pictures, and just relax. It's the perfect spot to just chill and take in the views.
This is the historic Orton Hall. Built in 1893, it's like our very own Hogwarts. It's home to one of the quietest and oldest libraries on campus and our very own dinosaur. As a Buckeye, you'll grow to love the sound of Orton's bells chiming across campus.
Welcome to the Ohio Union. This is the spot for information about events on campus, hanging out with friends, or grabbing a bite to eat. Many student orgs meet and hold events here too. The largest event at the Student Union is Buckeyethon's Dance Marathon. This unbelievable 24-hour event raises money for pediatric cancer at Nationwide Children's Hospital. We can't wait to see you this year moving and grooving all night long for the kids.
And this is our RPAC, one of the largest rec centers in the nation, and it's one of our 4 indoor gyms on campus. With tons of equipment, fitness classes, courts, and pools. Everything you need, it's here at the RPAC.
Welcome to the Ohio Stadium, also known as the Shoe. I hope you're ready to get loud because this is where we come every Saturday to cheer on the Bucks. From Script, Ohio to going crazy in the student section, this is where some of your best Buckeye memories will be made. Welcome to the Buckeye family and some of the best years to come. OH!
So we are back. We're at halftime. At about 7 minutes before we start the second half, the score, the Ohio State Buckeyes 19, the Wright State Raiders 12. This is the Great American Conference Championship, the West Championship, right here on Campus Nation. And it may be cold outside, and believe me, it is cold. But our broadcast schedule is still hot. I'm eating a little here, trying to have something to keep me warm, I guess you could say. Check out the Campus Nation website this Thursday at 12:45 as the University of Louisville, the Cardinals, play the Ohio State University Club hockey team at the Taft Coliseum. They're at the fairgrounds here in Columbus. We're going to have some hockey. This will be the second hockey event that we have done. Let's get back to the field. As you can see, we have a little bit of snow on that field. The Wright State Raiders, hosted by your Ohio State Buckeyes, right here on Campus Nation. And in about 5.5 minutes, we'll have the second half. The game is fairly close. Obviously, the weather has played some part in this game, but we will be ready for the second half in about 5.5 minutes, so don't go away. We'll be back. Well, the Buckeyes are coming back on the field. They're the first to come out. They are excited. I'm sure that both teams excited. This game has been competitive. It has been close. The weather has been a factor. Obviously, it's been a totally opposite game compared to last week when the Buckeyes blew the Raiders out to give the Raiders their only loss in conference play. But they are back out on the field getting ready to get at it in this second half, about 2.5 minutes before we'll get to that. Want to thank our sponsors here on Campus Nation. These people, without their support, it would be very difficult for us to be able to bring you these games. Sam's Meats in Wilmington, Ohio, Liberty Savings Bank, Weblen Excavating, Diamondback Wildlife Extraction, Roscoe's Pizza, Holdren Builders, and let me get the last but not least, because this Elliott Street Boutique, they're online. And you can start ordering for Christmas as we speak today. Go over and take a look at ElliottStreetBoutique.com. Buckeyes, I don't know if they really have to warm up. I guess you could say that you'd probably have to warm up no matter what. But Joe Davis, our play-by-play, he went inside to get a little bit of warmth. I'm of the opinion, even though I had to stay out here in order to be able to make sure that everything was played as it was supposed to be, I'm of the opinion that you're better off not going in and getting warmed up and just staying out here. And that way it's not such, especially as old as I am at 68, it's not such a shock to your system to go in, get warmed up, and then come back out and have yourself frozen. Everything to me is already frozen, so it can't get any worse. Thawing it out and then refreezing it probably wouldn't be the best thing for me. Mr. Davis making his way over. We are in the tower at Lincoln Tower Park. The tower, and there's, of course, also 2 other towers where the students are staying that might have something to do with the naming of this park. I'm not really familiar with that, but this tower oversees the field that you see us playing on, and that field is the practice field for the greatest band in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes Marching Band. They practice on this field, and they practice their Script Ohio and all the other things that they do for their great shows all over the country, as well as at halftime at Buckeye games in the shoe over here just to our left. This is one of the first times I bring some food, something to snack on, just to give me a little bit of energy. In this case, my wife packed some Reese cups. Typically, you have to worry about them melting. No chance of that tonight. They were just frozen and crispy. You could have broke your teeth on them, I guess. They were so cold. And the temperature right now, I would imagine, is probably about where we've had it all game, and that is about 34, 36 degrees, somewhere in that neighborhood. The snow has come down the entire game. At times, it's been heavier than others. In this case, we just have sort of the snow coming down, little tiny snowflakes, and there's not a lot of wind that's associated with that. That could change at any time in the second half. Joe Davis is back up. You guys are gluttons for punishment.
Oh.
Did you find any gloves when you were in there?
No, but these are soaked.
Oh, there you go. Your gloves are soaked?
All soaked.
Is that from crying or what?
No, it's from holding this metal as I walk down.
Why'd you do that?
I had to hold on to something or fall.
Oh, that's right. You're an old man like me.
Yeah.
So we're getting ready for second half of play. The Buckeyes are going to be kicking off to the Raiders. They have the lead right now, 19-12. Let's see what happens in this second half. This is the championship game here.
And Wright Jr. kicks it low, hits, bounces, picked up at the 25.
Good run back. Almost up to the 50. Looks like he brought it back to about the 47 yard line. Well, Joe, did you get warm?
No.
Are you sorry you went in?
No.
Oh, okay.
That was Kevin Burnett or in the ball back.
Well, I decided that, there was no point in me going in. What happens is you go in, you get warm, then you come back out, and it's a shock to your system all over again. This way, everything that is frozen stays frozen.
I felt good in there.
Did you?
Yes.
You thought about not coming out, right?
I almost went in the bathroom and threw up.
Oh, you were sick, huh?
Yes.
Because of the heat?
I haven't ate all day. I think that's it.
Well, why don't you? I've got food here. You need some energy.
And back, broken play, and quarterback goes down at the 49-yard line.
You want some peanut butter cups?
No, I just
get some chocolate.
No. Ball's at the 49 for Wright State.
So it looks like about a 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. Snyder back. 2 in the backfield. Fake ball, fumble, bounce back up to Noah.
He's still on his feet, Joe.
He's got blockers in front of him. That was a broken play in the backfield.
But it turned out well for Wright State.
Yes.
All right. Here's our bag of goodies, Joe.
Doc 32.
Got to get you some chocolate. And here's a pen, by the way. It looks like a pen that maybe was left from the last time we were. It's frozen to the. There we go. Here's a pen.
Hey, what I needed earlier. And Snyder in the backfield, one behind him. Going out for pass. Looking around, throws it, and almost intercepted.
Oh, it was in and out of hands.
Great play by number 51 for Ohio State. And he had it, but just couldn't grab the handle on it in this weather.
You want some peanuts? Nutter butter bar?
Yeah, let me try
There you go. Try that. Get you a little bit of energy.
I don't have the energy to open it up.
We'll just eat the plastic with the teeth along with the Nutter butter. And we'll let you chew in our ear.
All right, 2nd down and 10. Hand off to Noah, who runs, and he's going to get about at least 9, if not 10.
That was a good run.
Got a 1st down.
All right, well, you go ahead and crunch away, and I'll...
I can't open it up.
You want me to open it? Use your pen. Punch it open, Joe. It is cold. There's no question about it. It's hard to do anything. This will be our Cincinnati Bengals San Diego Chargers game. What was that called? The Ice Bowl or the Frozen Bowl?
The Ice Bowl.
Yeah. All right, so Wright State comes up to the line. They've got a 1st and 10 from what appears to be about the 22. It's a pass.
Oh, that's a loss of down.
He threw that away, and he was still inside the pocket, wasn't he? Inside a hash?
There's nobody there.
Okay, so they did they call it or not?
No, I haven't called it yet.
Okay.
They didn't call it.
All right.
I didn't see nobody out there.
All right. Your microphone's down. No one can hear you.
Good, because you don't hear me chomping my thing here.
Is it good?
Dry.
I've got energy drinks there. That'll boost it.
I'm going to have to drink one of those.
And there's some water. There's water, too. So, I mean, you can have water or energy drink.
I need energy.
All right. You need energy. All right. I suggest the blue. All right, right straight to the line again. The snap, it's going to be a pass, it looks like, but the Buckeyes are not going to let that happen as he is brought to the ground. All right.
That's leaking.
Oh, you're right, it is. So you're not going to drink that one, Joe. No. Drink the red one.
Tell me to drink a drink that's leaking.
I don't know how that, is it leaking in the bag?
I don't know. I don't know where the other one is.
There's two. Try the other bag. No, another bag. There you go. There you go. Wright State back up to the line. They've got a third and about 10, 11, 12, about 16. Third and 16. It is a pass.
Long pass. And over everybody's head. High State was the nearest one to
it. Use your pen to. There you go. Pen comes in multiply handy. Yeah. All right. So we are still in 4-down territory. It is fourth and about 16 or 17, and Wright State, I'm sure, absolutely positive they will go for this.
I was trying to talk to the, not the doctors, what do you call the people that help them?
Trainers.
Trainers to call the game. I was in there saying, hey, too many guys are injured. They're getting taped up at halftime. Let's just call this game.
All right, Wright State going to fourth and 17.
We'll go with it. He's running for his life. He's tackled at the 40.
Yeah. So they'll lose it on downs to the Buckeyes. Is that better, Joe?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, don't set it on your, yeah. Okay, there you go. Now you got the Nutter Butter Bars and you got your energy drinks and you just be all set. It's 11-14 in the third quarter. The Buckeyes lead 19-12 here on CampusNation.com, your internet sports authority. Joe Davis trying to do the play-by-play as he gathers some energy in these frigid temperatures, and yours truly, Rick Phillips.
All right, High State, Guaranteed in the backfield, takes it. Fakes the handoff, keeps it, comes around the left side, cuts it in, and gets to the 46-yard line, gained about 6.
See, Joe, that just shows the dedication that we at Campus Nation have to bringing these sports events to our public out there. Whew. So it's going to be a second and about 4 yards to go when we resume here.
And they break. Garenstein in the backfield with Haley. And hands off to Haley this time. Goes across the left side and gets nowhere.
Actually loses yardage, it looks like.
He's going to lose about a half yard. He's going to lose a yard back to the 45, from the 46 to the 45.
I think that given Wright State's speed here that they've exhibited this game, it's probably not good to run
north and south.
Well, east and west or whatever it is. You better just go right to the line and break through.
All right, one in the backfield, 3 down below, 1 up top. And he hands off up the middle.
There you go.
No, that's Thalen. All right. Thiel.
Yeah, and that was, he hit the hole and went straight.
Yeah, and then got hit up in the air and went straight up in the air.
So, nice pickup, guys. We've got a first and 10 at the 44-yard line of the Raiders.
Okay, we got 1 in the backfield. I think that's Thiel still back in the backfield with him. 2 up top, 1 down below. Hands off to Thiel again. He's hit immediately and gets back to the line of scrimmage only.
So the Raiders said, no, no, no. You ain't coming that way again. They're all pumped.
So it's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 44.
Hey, Joe, when we get done with this, why don't we go over and play a couple games of tennis?
When we get done with this, I'm hiring someone to come up and carry this stuff down with you.
Are you going to make me take you out to some swanky place to eat?
You got that,
big, thick steak or something? T-bone?
I got to get something in my belly.
Uh-huh. Why didn't you eat before you came out?
I don't eat breakfast that much. And
I don't eat breakfast either.
And you didn't stop and get me something on the way. So.
Little bit
and a handoff again. Theo going up the middle, and he gets down to the 34-yard line. It's going to be 5 yards. I'm going to say
3rd and 5.
I'm going to say it's going to
3rd
be
and 6.
4 down territory.
Oh, but it's a third down.
3rd down on the 40 or 39-yard line. Excuse me. I said 34. 39-yard line.
Yeah, I would agree with you 100%. It is 4 down territory because it's not going to do any good to punt this short of a field.
Theo again up the middle. He gets to the 35, needs to get to the 34, so we're going to be 4th and 1. And Ohio State quickly getting up to the line of scrimmage. Just don't jump like he did last time. Ohio State called timeout just as he was hiking the ball. And I'm sure Garrison looking like, I got first down. Don't do that to me.
So since we got a little bit of a timeout here, football fans, stop by Sam's Meats in Wilmington, Ohio, and support a locally owned and operated business. Sam's Meats has fresh chicken, pork, beef, deli cheeses, and lunch meats. Maybe we should eat there, Joe. Their meat deals are a great way to buy meat in bulk, help saving you time and money. Dine in and enjoy homemade hot bar meals. That's what we need, hot and grilled items. Sam's Meats also offers catering, party trays, and homemade desserts. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday. And don't forget that bacon. They have some of the best bacon. I don't know what bacon's selling for now. I saw someone was saying bacon was like $12 a pound.
Bacon. I don't know.
Well, I always like bacon with my bacon, you know?
Yeah, I'd like to order a bacon with a side of
Side
bacon.
of bacon? All right. Buckeyes driving.
4th down and got to get 1. He was under the center last time. This time he's back in the backfield. Going to hand it to...
They got it.
Oh, he fumbled it.
Oh, yeah.
Did he fall back on it?
Well, Wright State's indicating they have it. Ohio State is indicating they've got it. So we got the Zebras here to figure it out.
Ohio State.
All right, Buckeyes retain possession. They've got a first down now.
He actually fell out in front of him about 3 yards, and his momentum took him toward the ball, and he fell on it and then was immediately tackled. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line.
Official had to kick some snow off the field so he could place the ball down.
Yeah.
We've got 6:57 remaining in this third quarter of play.
And a handoff. Haley going up the middle, bumped, hit, and finally brought down into the 11-yard line.
Good run, good run. They're lining up quickly. They're not going to give Wright State a chance to do any kind of substitution here.
Or even just get ready for this play. Hand it. It's going to be handed off to Haley again, who's going to try to go outside, and it's pulled out maybe just over the 5.
I think that the temperature's gone up a degree or two, Joe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
I can
Is
tell.
it?
I can balmy. It's balmy. I think you're balmy.
Yeah.
Now the ball's placed right on top of the 5-yard line. Referee,
So we've got a referee calling a timeout.
You know, the quarterback went over and said something to him for Ohio State.
Oh,
Now,
they're winding the clock now. All right, 5:53 and counting down in this third quarter play. Joe says it can't go too quick.
That's it.
Joe is cold.
Keep it running on the ground and the clock running.
So let's see what the Buckeyes have up their sleeve here.
Haley
Try
in the
to
backfield.
tack on some more points here.
Hands it to Haley, who's running toward the goal line and touchdown. Ohio State.
He walks in untouched.
Ohio State doubled the score of Wright State right now.
Let's see, that was 19 and 6, 25. So it's more than double, Joe.
I didn't say it wasn't more than. Just that they doubled the score.
Your frozen brain.
That's it.
All right, so they're just going to go for 2, you think? Or are they going to actually try to kick this?
No, they're going to go for 2.
No?
They're not kicking.
Okay, all right. Just checking.
No kicker in the game, so I don't think they're going to kick.
Well, it would be strange if they did. Oh, the ball.
Snapped.
He's going to, he's going down.
He's going down.
So that was not very effective. So the score remains Ohio State Buckeyes 25, Wright State Raiders 12. We've not had a lot of success at extra points or kicks or anything like that. It's not worked very well for either team.
So it's 25-12. And to where we're going at 6 points apiece, that's more than 2 touchdowns for the Raiders since nobody's able to kick it through or get the extra point.
Yeah. Joe, you could go down and show them a thing or two, can't you?
Oh,
Isn't that what you used to do?
I'll go down and show them how to call the game.
Well, you ref a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Volleyball.
Basketball, coach track.
All right, here we go. Buckeyes going to kick off.
Caught at the 25-yard line, running slow that way, turned around. He wasn't going anywhere real fast and got tackled. I don't know what
was he waiting for his blockers or what?
I don't know what he was doing.
It was a delay.
I don't know if a player was supposed to come over and pick it up from you, a little fake or.
All right. Well, one of our
Kevin Burnett.
One of our sponsors, Weblin Excavating. Weblin Excavating and Poured Walls, located in Wilmington, Ohio, specializes in commercial and residential construction. Contact them for all your project needs. 937-302-0466 today.
All right. 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line.
So the Raiders going to see if they can put together a drive here in this third quarter play.
Cody Smith in the backfield with the quarterback Snyder. 2 up front, 2 down below. Long pass over to the inside line. Jeez. See, I told you. I need out of here.
You're freezing up, Joe.
My brain's frozen.
You don't want to play that tennis after?
I wanted to say sideline. Near sideline. It's the end for me. I think that's what I'm thinking.
So they actually do have 2 balls.
Boy, they do. Darn, if we took one, they'd still have one to play with.
Liberty Savings Bank can save you time and money with historically low mortgage rates and state-of-the-art online banking. Our team appreciates the coaches, teachers, and administrators for the work they do today to build the leaders of tomorrow. We'd also like to thank our employees that are dedicated to making our community great. Liberty Savings Bank.
And a handoff in the backfield coming this side. Noah, he gets grabbed but knocked out about the 45-yard line, which is going to be enough for a first down. I'm looking, I don't see a flag on the ground.
So it is a first down.
And the clock is ticking.
And you can reach them at libertysavingsbank.com.
Take your time, guys. Let that clock tick. Tick, tick, tick.
Well, yes, unless they call a timeout or they stop the clock.
It's illegal to call timeout the second half.
Is it 4:44 and
penalty.
Counting down? Joe, you act anxious. And I stayed out here the whole time. I'm like Brutus.
And fakes the handoff to Cody, and he's getting tackled. And, yes, a host of Buckeyes bring him down. They give him back to the 45.
Didn't fool no Buckeyes on that one. Diamondback Wildlife Extraction. If you're hearing noise in your attic, Joe hears it all the time, seeing holes appear under your deck, porch, or building before major damage begins, call Diamondback Wildlife Extraction for a full inspection. We're a locally owned wildlife removal business. Once we solve your problem, we can do a full exclusion to prevent wildlife from further damaging your home. We're the answer to your problem. Call us at 937-302-6372 or check us out on Facebook. Diamondback Wildlife Extraction. We strike back.
And snap. Snyder throws to the right and hits the ground.
That was bounced. That just bounced over there, Joe.
Just bounced.
But the clock keeps running. No, it doesn't. that was a pass.
Third down, yes. Don't throw no passes. Run the ball, guys.
Only running plays. Joe says only run the ball.
Ohio State needs more touchdowns to run that running clock.
25-12, Buckeyes in the lead. CampusNation.com, the Internet Sports Authority. Joe Davis doing your play-by-play.
Sort of.
With freezing up. And yours truly, Rick Phillips. Somebody trying to call me. They know I don't like. Oh, that's Joe Holdren.
Joe Holden.
Sorry, Joe.
Hey, Joe. Cowboy Joe.
We cannot answer the phone, Joe.
All right, Snyder in the backfield. Cody beside him. Looking this side, throwing this way, and almost intercepted. Ohio State had the ball in his hands and just couldn't bring it in. It's going to be 4th down and 10 from the 45. Will they kick or will they go for it? If they don't get it, they're giving the ball to Ohio State near midfield.
You think after me doing 10 years of this stuff that most of my compadres would know when I'm doing a game, no, you can't call me. I'm not going to answer the phone. Can't do it. I got 10 million things I'm doing and trying to hold Joe up at the same time.
All right. He's back for a punt. There goes the snap. He's going up. Oh!
What a bad punt.
Another bad punt. I think it might have got blocked again, too. But it's rolling good for them.
That's good.
Rolls down to the 23-yard line.
There it is. I am starting to get stiff around my shoulders.
I'm stiff everywhere. What are you talking about? I'm the guy that was going to move to South Carolina because I can't stand winters, and I'm not here with you.
Joe. You don't want to move to South Carolina? Then you couldn't be doing our programs.
You'd have to have a broadcast from there as
well.
well.
I probably could arrange that. We could put a studio down there somewhere. Charleston?
Yep. All right. Gerenstein in the backfield. Hands, nope, keeps it up the middle. He's going to get about, 12, 15 yards.
That's enough.
He's going to get up to the 43.
And more importantly, the clock keeps running for Joe.
That's it. Keep that clock running, guys. We're down to 2:51 in the third.
Well, it would stand to reason that you would be better off keeping the clock running anyway, because right now you're leading by 13 points.
Of course, that's what I'm trying to tell them. Play smart, run the ball.
That's right. You don't need to pass unless you need to pass.
All right. There's Haley in the backfield and got hit, and for about a 2-yard loss.
So Wright State said, no. We figured that one out. So what are you doing with the rest of your day, Joe?
Unthawing. Teal coming back in the game
going
for
back
Haley.
To your,
Haley's limping off the field.
Your plush estate, getting in your big Ohio State Buckeye chair.
Yep.
You do have one, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, of course. Big Buckeye fan.
And giving the ball to Teal. Zigzagging, keeps going, moving, and
he was weaving his way around there.
Gets around to the 44-yard line.
Is there anything Buckeye you don't have, Joe?
No.
I don't know, between you and Tony Mancuso, an attorney at law in Gahanna, Ohio, which does broadcast for us, I don't know who's the bigger Buckeye fan, you or him.
Oh, no.
He's got a man cave with Reds and Buckeye and
I slept
Bengal
on
stuff.
a blanket, a Ohio State blanket, and had another Ohio State blanket over top of me last night. I couldn't get warm enough. And here we go, handing off to the middle this time. Teal going up, and he got a first down. He got to the 49-yard line. That's a first down.
Yeah, there was a hole. He managed to slip through it before it closed quickly.
It's Ohio State ball on their 49, 1st and 10. Less than 1 minute left to go. This could be the last play.
Well, that's good because I don't think my fingers, I don't feel them anymore.
This could be the last play of the third quarter.
And what I'll do is I'll have you go downstairs and I'll drop everything down to you.
Yeah, you can do that. Teal running the ball. He's a power fullback type runner.
He's got some legs there.
He's moved that ball all the way up to the 35. Where'd he go? 33-yard line? Oh, my God.
Hey, he's got these Buckeye faithful. They are cheering him on.
First down. They call timeout?
I don't know. I guess they did.
No, it's the end of the quarter.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, that's good, Joe.
Yes. I thought, don't call timeout.
Well, you're halfway there. We've got 2 quarters left. The 4th and the 5th.
I don't know if you could hear it a while ago, but when I was coming back from the break in that building over there, you could hear the Ohio State band playing.
I heard that. So they're practicing or playing somewhere, aren't they?
I'm guessing in there where those lights are in that building there. It's where it sounded like it was coming from that direction.
Yeah. And I don't know whether they built a brand new center for club sports, for intramurals and stuff like that. That may be the building. I'm not sure. We've not done anything yet. We would hope to do, and if you're listening out there, any club basketball, men or women, or both, we're going to be doing hockey. And speaking of that, we've got hockey coming up this Thursday at 12:45 right here on Campus Nation. The University of Louisville Cardinals will be in to face the Ohio State Buckeyes club, the men's club hockey team, right here on Campus Nation from the fairgrounds, Taft Coliseum.
Don't get pucked.
You know, Taft was a big name in Ohio politics, and he was a governor, and Taft Broadcasting, all kinds of stuff with Taft. And they make great taffy.
Do they really? Is that a joke?
Yes.
All right, Gerenstein in the backfield. Hands off to Haley, or no, keeps it, running up the middle, runs to the right side, down the sideline, and he's ankle tackled and falls to the 11-yard line.
You know, on that side of the field, we have seen him do that. He did it at Miami. You remember Miami game?
Yep.
We have seen him do that several times. He loves to take that ball and
Look
run
up the
with
middle
it.
and then shoots out to the right side. He's quick. He's hard to get to.
He is quick.
Gerenstein in the backfield with Haley.
Drop
And
the ball.
He's going to pick it up and run forward. And I believe he made it into the end zone on a broken play. He was getting tackled at the 2. He went up and flipped over the tackler and came down in the end zone.
So that makes it 31-12.
Run that clock.
14:28 remaining in this last quarter of play, says Joe Davis.
I thought the rule was if you got to 30 points in the fourth quarter, you ran the clock.
No,
that's not it?
No.
No,
seriously, we did have a running clock last week, but I don't think they have a running clock in college football. I think that was just because they were short of people and they didn't want to.
Hand off to Haley for the extra point, and they made it in this time.
So an extra 2 points.
Extra 2 points. Extra points.
33-12. The Buckeyes in the lead. All right, so we do have the notice that for those fans that are watching from the Clinton, Mass area, and of course 2 of them are play for the Wright State Raiders, Clinton Massey will be playing Cincinnati McNicholas at Princeton on this Friday. Yeah. So we've got to get our request in quickly to make sure that we can be bringing people that Cincinnati McNicholas Clinton Massey playoff game.
I just got that message myself.
Did you?
Yes.
From who?
From Sydney,
Australia. Sydney sent that message to you too. My wife talks to you.
She talks to me too.
She likes you?
She likes me.
She likes you.
Somebody has to.
Joe, I'm sure you
She's
have
not freezing me to
You
death.
have a lot of fans. Everywhere you go, people know you.
Yep.
And that's not just, in Wilmington. That is everywhere you go.
I was in North Carolina and someone came up to me and recognized me.
Well, you were a greeter at Walmart that day.
Yeah. And here we go. It bounced around on the kick. Picked up at the 30. Into the 40s. Tackled at the 43-yard line.
So, Sydney, if you are listening and you have Matt Baker's information, why don't you text him real quick and ask Matt to make sure that he, as quickly as possible, contacts the AD there at Princeton.
For the okay for you guys to go?
Well, we have to, obviously this is all conducted through the Ohio High School Athletic Association, but you have to request credentials, and I don't think they'll have more than one streaming company. We were the only streaming company that brought the game Friday night, but they usually do it on first come, first serve as long as you have actually been the streaming company for one of the two schools.
All right. And hands off. Running around the outside, Noah, and he gets ran out of bounds over the 50 till about the 45-yard line of Ohio State. By the way, they moved the ball up to that ball was snapped from the 48 of Wright State.
Because?
I don't know. You were talking, and I didn't see a flag. All of a sudden, I saw the referee marking off 5 yards and put the ball at the 48 while you were talking about the game. At Massey.
Sydney says she doesn't have Matt's number. I'll have to give it to her.
All right, hand off again. Frost, and he's getting tackled and pushed out the line of scrimmage. He was getting hit on the 50. There was going to be a 5-yard loss. He got away and made it back to the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 3rd down and a long 3. Is that better than a short 3?
I would say. Yeah, message Corey. Just make sure that you get message so that I don't know if he can contact anybody today, but we'll put in the request as soon as I get back to the Wilmington area.
Another run by Noah on the left side, and he's going to get a first down. Oh, and they took him out of bounds. There's 2 flags.
Yeah.
There's 2 flags.
So late hit. And you got a Buckeye over there.
I don't know what the first one, because I can't see his late hit. He was tackled in bounds, and they both went out of bounds.
The first flag was because of the player hit. The second flag was because the person on the sideline hit. 13:02 remaining in this championship match between Wright State and Ohio State.
Well, I don't think the first one was because of a late hit out of bounds, because the player was hit inbounds, moved 4 or 5 yards, and went out of bounds. So he was in process of being tackled inbounds.
Well, they're discussing it. And
so what the first one was, could have been a holding call. And then the second one, they ran into the player, a fan, off the field. I don't think they did it intentionally.
No, they didn't do it intentionally. Face mask against Wright State.
Wow.
How do you get a face mask against Wright State?
Well, if you're running and you put the hand out to block a guy and you grab his face mask, you can stiff arm him on the face mask as the runner. That's not a penalty, but you cannot grab it.
Well, it looks like it's going to be 1st and 10 for Wright State, and they're going to be going from the 42-yard line?
40 on the nose.
Oh, 40-yard line.
So I don't know what the penalties were. They never told us or anything.
Well, we know face mask was one of them. The other was probably a late hit. But anyway, it results in a first down.
Right, ball on the 40, first down from the Ohio State's 40-yard line. 2 in the backfield. Snyder under center, flips out, Frost going around the left side, gets about a yard gain before he's forced out of bounds.
that poor fan got out of the way.
Well, he's not in the chair anymore.
He actually ran away from the action.
Can you believe it?
Once, fool me once, but not twice.
That's it. Snow's coming straight down right now, it looks like.
Yeah, temperature's gone up about 5 degrees. Don't you think, Joe?
Oh, yeah.
12:08.
4.5.
12:06. The clock is running, Joe.
Run, clock, run. And I'm going to run to the building and get warm.
12 minutes to go. Well, I'm going to pack the stuff quickly. I'm not going to do my regular packing, so it won't take long for me to get everything ready.
Well,
so
it won't take long for me to go to the bathroom.
You go to the bathroom and you come back, and that way you won't have a heart attack. You can also unplug everything.
And I'll stay down there while you bring it to me.
No.
A long pass down the right side. I thought he had it. It hit his hands. Again, that was Destiny McCartney, number 0. He was, it says the Eden Bomber. I don't know if that was his nickname or is there a school called the Eden Bomber. I know EDON.
So we've got a 3rd and 8.
But I tell you, he seems to be quick because every time he's beyond all the defense for Ohio State when he's running the ball down, when he's running right as a receiver down the field.
It's easy for you to say.
Oh, yeah.
3rd and 8.
3rd and 8
This
from
is
the Ohio State 38.
4 down territory.
Back. He's looking. He's going to fling it again.
Sidearm.
Sidearmed it, but couldn't quite get it to number 33, and ball falls down. It's 4th down, and I'm sure they're going to go for it.
Oh, they're going to go for it. We've only got 11:28 remaining in this game. They got to go for it. They're down 21 points, 3 touchdowns, and 3 extra points, which no one seems to be making. I think we've had 1 made in the entire game.
Yeah. The first one from Ohio State, I think that's it.
Right, and then we had a 2-point conversion by Ohio State, but other than that, nobody's been scoring any extra points. Is that a punt?
Yes.
They are punting?
They are punting.
That is strange. Is this fake?
I don't know.
Now let's watch them. We will learn.
I mean, you're already...
I don't.
They've went for it all day long,
Yeah.
and in worse condition than this.
I don't understand, but we'll find out. Going to pay a pass? Nope.
Oh,
that is a penalty.
Oh, no.
Oh,
The
he's
referee
waving it
said he
off?
got the ball. Referee said he nicked the ball. The referee says it was partially blocked.
Well, the punter is
down.
Still down on the ground.
He got the wind knocked out of him.
So we will take this moment to talk about one of our favorite pizza places in the area, Roscoe's Pizza. They offer over 45 of their specialty pies made with
Sydney's Kitchen.
Fresh ingredients, including their famous pickle pie, with 2 convenient locations in Corwin and in New Vienna. They are locally owned, and they enjoy supporting charitable causes as well. They even name many of their pizzas after neighboring communities, such as the Harvey's Burger and the Midland Chicken Parm. Place an order online, by phone, or become a driver, because they do need drivers, at either location to enjoy a Roscoe's slice of life. I'm freezing up there, Joe.
Oh, yes. I don't blame you.
And then once again, making their online debut on Friday, Elliott Street Boutique. It's a new women's clothing boutique specializing in casual apparel and accessories for the everyday woman. Elliott Street opens online, and they did, on Friday, the 12th, just in time for holiday shopping. Visit us on Instagram, Facebook, and at our website, elliottstreetboutique.com.
Sydney will be checking them out right away.
Yes, and as always, thanks for tuning in. To stay up to date on all our broadcasts, upcoming or archived, make sure to like the Campus Nation Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we've got, like I said, we had a couple hundred subscribers just in the last couple days. But if you're looking to gain exposure and engagement for your business, become a sponsor with Campus Nation. It's a great opportunity to do so. Contact me, 937-527-6674, to sign up or message the Campus Nation Facebook page for more information. And another exciting thing we've got going on here, which a lot of people don't realize, we also do club hockey. So this, it may be cold out here, and believe me, it is. Our broadcast schedule is still hot. Check out the Campus Nation website on Thursday at 12:45 as the University of Louisville Cardinals play the Ohio State University club team, the hockey team, at the Taft Coliseum right here in Columbus, Ohio. And our Wright State player is still down, the punter. So I don't know at this point.
Yeah, I thought maybe he just got the wind knocked out of him. As the guy went up to block the ball, looks like I thought maybe his knee went right into the guy's gut.
Knocked the wind out of him?
Knocked the wind out of him, but he's still down. So. Looks like they're talking to him, but he's not moving or anything. Like he just, if they've told him to probably lay still, he's laying still.
Well, considering
the clock's not, but we ought to start the clock anyway, I think. You know.
Considering the weather and everything, I would say, it's cold already. So when you get hit like that, as cold as it is.
All the referees are together back around the 25-yard line, except one.
I hear an ambulance. I hope that's not for us.
Yeah, I do too.
Well, Ohio State has incredible health facilities all over Columbus, and of course we are in the shadow of the James. So
yeah, it's right there.
Yeah. Sydney, my wife, she sees 11 specialists from Ohio State up here, various specialists. She has some health issues. They're coming over and covering up. I think what they're worried about is because they do have an ambulance coming over on the way. They're worried about maybe a neck injury or concussion or something to that effect. So they're just covering him up on the field where he's laying, and so we will have a slight interruption here while they make sure this young man is okay. We hope that everything will be fine, but you don't want to take any chances as far as with somebody getting hurt.
Yeah, it could have been after they made the contact. The way he went down, he may have hit at an awkward position.
Yeah, if you make the contact and you hit the ground, it's hard already because of the cold, and if your neck snaps, that could cause a whiplash, or it could cause a concussion, or both.
Yeah, there comes the ambulance.
Yeah, and so they got an ambulance coming into our right.
I'm not sure how they're going to get down.
They're going to come back behind the red building over here. They'll pull back there. I think we've had one other instance where someone got hurt and they had to be removed from the field by ambulance, and I think that was about where they parked.
Maybe I should tell them about my knee, and maybe they'll put me on the ambulance.
Joe, your knee, you need some chicken injections.
I tell you what,
Joe has his knee injected with chicken stuff.
You know what's funny? Yesterday I got a phone call while I was on the way to a basketball game, and I said, "What?" I said, "I don't referee basketball anymore. I haven't refereed basketball in over 8 years."
So you were on the way to a basketball game.
No. They thought I was.
They thought you were on the way.
They
so they wondered why you weren't there?
Why you weren't are you on your way? I go, no.
Am I supposed to be?
They said, well, you signed the arbiter, which is the agreement to do it. I said I thought what I signed was a game for next year volleyball.
Huh.
And it was, no, it's for a game now.
So are they playing basketball now?
Yeah, these are scrimmages still.
Oh, okay.
And I said, I don't do basketball.
So do you get paid a lot of money to do scrimmages?
Same as you do
amount?
basketball game.
Oh,
Yeah, same
okay.
amount.
Well, there you go.
When I first started, you did scrimmages for free.
Seriously.
And nobody will do a game anymore for free.
I was going to say, who's going to do a scrimmage for free?
So nobody will do a
Who
scrimmage.
actually does any games for free, Joe?
Nobody.
Oh, yeah.
Especially me.
How much are you getting paid for this game, Joe?
Big money. Big money. I figured since Sydney didn't come along, you can spend more money.
Oh,
on
yeah,
me
I
for
can.
food.
Hey, that, Joe, is a brilliant answer. Yes, because Sydney will not need a steak.
That's right.
So we're going to go to what is it? Texas Roadhouse?
Texas Roadhouse sounds good to me. Sydney's not here. We can afford to go to Texas Roadhouse.
Shh.
I'll even chip in
don't
a couple
talk too
bucks.
loud because she might be watching the broadcast.
I'll even chip in a couple bucks to get me
wow.
a nice Texas Roadhouse
And
steak.
a big baked potato.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Bacon and cheese.
Bacon and cheese. Oh, yeah.
Here comes the guy to pick him up, take him to the ambulance.
I'm all for that. Well, the ambulance is back over here behind you, Joe, if you can see back there.
Oh, there it is, over here.
Right.
Yeah, in the parking lot.
And we do want to send our best to that young man. We hope that this is just a precautionary situation.
Yeah.
That they're...
I told you we should have called this game at halftime.
Well, I actually hear a couple other ambulances, but I don't think they're all coming here unless they're going to take you out that way, Joe. We're waiting here at 11:22 remaining in this championship game, with the Buckeyes leading 33-12, and
boy, it's getting loud again.
well,
Playing
we've got a Columbus police car coming in, and we've got
their ambulance coming down right there.
Yeah. So maybe they were confused and thought that we needed more than one ambulance.
Either that or
someone else has slipped or something.
Somebody else slipped.
I mean, there are slippery surfaces all around here right now. And we are live from Columbus, Ohio, on the campus of the Ohio State University. Buckeye land all around us.
Here comes the ambulance people here, coming in the entrance we come in.
Uh-huh. So are they going to try to wheel that onto the grass?
Yeah, it looks like it, right on down to the field.
Okay. You would think they'd need bigger wheels for that because they'd sink into the grass. Although the ground might be
frozen.
Well, the ground is not really frozen. We've just had this little patch of cold weather. It'll warm up here. We'll be back up to 70, 80 here shortly. It's Ohio, folks.
Now, they're not coming all the way down right now. They stopped.
Hey,
EMT
I didn't notice that, Joe. Look over there on the other side of the shoe. Over there where that brown stuff is on the ground.
Brown?
What is that over there?
There's brown stuff?
Yeah, over there on the other side of the shoe right there. What is that?
Sand volleyball.
That's right, sand volleyball. They're not practicing right now.
No, I didn't know that, did you?
Yeah, well, Joe, you're a volleyball guy. You teach it, you coach it, you whatever else.
I don't coach it.
You should. Yeah, there's two sand volleyball courts over there. And as you would expect, there's all kinds of great sports facilities around the campus here. They got tennis courts. We've got, I don't know, how many tennis courts have we got there, Joe? We got about a dozen or 2 dozen.
A bunch.
Yeah, a bunch of tennis courts.
I know the game.
Which one do you have reserved for us after this game?
That one over there.
That one there, yeah. And then we can watch the sand volleyball going on while we're playing tennis.
Yes.
You know, that is funny. When I lived in Phoenix, we used to play basketball in the evening, and there was a sand volleyball court right next to the basketball court. And we were playing basketball and watching sand volleyball in February.
Were they girls
in
sand
Phoenix.
volleyball player?
Well,
Is that why you're watching?
Of course, Joe. And I did not get hit in the face by the ball, so you don't have to worry about that. But no, there was sand volleyball right next to our basketball games, and that was in February. I miss those Februarys.
I've refereed a lot of sand volleyball, but I did not do it this year. It's like, no, I want my summers free, so I quit refereeing sand volleyball.
That was sand volleyball at the park, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then the last was down at Cincinnati.
Now, was that co-ed sand volleyball?
Yeah, co-ed sand volleyball. And then there was Max Pizza. The last couple of years I did it at Max Pizza in Cincinnati.
So they're coming in.
A restaurant that had sand volleyball right outside the restaurant.
Well, there's another one up by Tony's. Tony being the attorney that does the Wilmington games for us. Right next to his office there in Gahanna, there is a barn restaurant, and they've got several sand volleyball courts, and they've got a big deck that you can sit back there and you can drink an adult beverage and watch the sand volleyball. And I know that, in fact, they do that quite frequently there in the summer months of Ohio.
What, drink beer?
No, they watch sand volleyball. I said adult beverages. You know what that means?
Yes.
Yeah. Lemonade.
Which just was one.
Hard lemonade. Hard lemonade. So I wonder, after this slight break in the action, everybody, they're going to have to get a little bit warmed up a little bit, because you don't want to pull something because you've not been active here. But
Ohio State's down the right side. They're doing a little warm-up, but Wright State's all around the player. And
well, the interesting thing about it is this particular gurney that they've got actually has a top to it.
Yes.
So he's like in between, with like a blue blanket or something, some kind of thing over him. So he's sort of tucked in there nice. A lot of the Buckeyes are going over to tell him good luck, and they hope they're going over to inquire. Now, we've got a second gurney over here.
Where? Oh,
right
there.
But they're going over to the other side of the field.
Maybe they've got somebody that got hurt over there. Maybe the guy that got ran over a while ago.
I don't know. But all the Buckeyes are going over, and they are surrounding the young man, the punter for Wright State, who's on the gurney now. They're going around, a great gesture of sportsmanship and concern.
And he got picked up and put on the gurney at that time right now. Here come the rest of the Raiders out that were on the sidelines. All the players clapping and telling the player good luck.
This is what sports is all about, Joe.
Yep.
You've got the concern and appreciation of both teams, and certainly no one wants to see anyone get hurt, and it can happen to anyone.
Well, when I was inside a while ago, there was players getting taped up, and the Wright State players had to go upstairs to where the
second floor,
and get taped up by the Ohio State guys.
Right.
And all the players, they're talking to each other and joking and laughing. Because they know it's just a game out here. They're just having fun.
Well, it's not just a game in the sense that these guys, it's even more than a game to them, because they don't get scholarships for doing this. Not at the club level. We've said this before. Not a single coach for the Ohio State Buckeyes, coach from the head coach on down, none of them get a penny for doing what they do. They do because, just like the players, they love the sport.
Right.
And so apparently there was someone else that had an injury.
I bet you they go out down there this
time. That would make a lot more sense. There's someone else that is injured across the way on the Wright State side, and apparently that second ambulance in gurney was
taking another player. Yeah.
That's right. Someone that they said needed the the attention of an ambulance. And so
they're out there talking at half court again.
Well, once again,
this could be called.
And that might be the case. You got the Wright State coach coming over to talk to Greg. I don't know whether he's actually. It would be very unusual for this to happen at a championship game, but at the same time,
you got 2 players hurt, 21 down, 21 points down, and with the weather it is
11-22. I must say this is the best weather that we've had thus far. There is no snow falling.
Oh, right now, yeah. It actually is feeling balmy out here.
Yeah,
my toes are so frozen I can't feel them anyway.
I think that this may be the calm before the storm, because the rain may be coming after this.
Right. He said, he's telling the players come back to the dugout, or not dugout, to the sideline. The bench. The bench is what I was trying to say.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me if they play on, because I think that this being a championship game, they want to get it in. They want a full game. Certainly there is some concern for the 2 players that are injured, and we wish both of those players all the best. And
the thing about it is they already only had 18 total players here. Now you're down to 16 playing both sides. You got no punter. I don't know I don't know who this is coming off the field.
Well, he's not the punter, obviously.
No, but I'm saying, was he one of the major running backs? Was he one of the major defensive backs?
Well, we can't see a number.
No numbers. So it's all blocked up. So.
Right.
And I don't want to give his name or number off the air.
No, and we don't know what condition either one of these players are in. We certainly appreciate that families back home have some concern.
Is that like an air cast that's on his arm or something?
That it might be. Might be.
And and again, those are precautionary things too. So, but they're coming on the field of play. Here we go back out.
Well, I'm glad to see that. I'd like to get this game in complete as a complete game, and so
you would.
I'm happy that I don't get paid by the hour, Joe. I get paid by the game.
I am getting hungry. That's all I know.
Well, when you start thinking about a juicy steak at Texas Roadhouse.
I'm thinking about the heat inside the building and all.
Well, I think about the heat inside of a medium rare steak.
No, medium well done steak. Little pink shining through, yes.
I don't want it to moo, Joe. I just want it to be.
Yeah,
I don't want it to be too tough.
The word rare means it never actually, something that doesn't happen very often. It's rare to happen. So that's something I don't want on my plate from a cow.
It can crawl on and crawl off. All right, we're going to get ready.
Here we go.
Another 11-22.
Blown. Gernstein in the backfield. Ohio State has the ball. Hands the ball to Haley. Going up the middle. He's getting tackled immediately, and he's going to lose a yard. Come on, guys, blow that whistle so no one need anybody else hurt.
Clock is running.
As it should be.
Well, it's not running right now, but it will be. He got a whistle, and then they'll start the clock.
Got a flag or something, or what? Why did it stop?
We got a injured player.
No, we got a face mask.
Oh, okay.
Against Ohio State?
Yeah.
Nope. I think he pointed to Ohio State, but I may think he meant against.
I think they're just as froze up as we are, Joe. They aren't thinking.
He pointed to Ohio State, but I think then he turned around and goes,
it's going against the Raiders.
And it's a 15. It's a personal foul, not a 5-yard accidental face mask.
I don't think they've got those anymore, do they?
I don't
think
know.
There's only one
Is there only
penalty.
one anymore? They change rules back and forth so much.
Obviously we do high school, we do college, we do semi-pro. It's different in most cases.
Right. And a handoff, fake handoff. Here goes the quarterback running up the middle, Gernstein, and he's going to get
almost a first down.
Shy of a first down.
Almost
I mean,
first down.
Very shy. He got 9.5 yards, I think, on that run. They're going to give him 9.
Well, if you got to get hurt, fortunately you're close to a hospital right here.
Yes. You don't have to go far.
No. And you get excellent care. One thing I can say, other than probably the Cleveland Clinic, there isn't a better hospital system than right here in Columbus, Ohio, with the Ohio State University.
Oh, a high snap, but it went picked up, but he's only going to get back to the yard of scrimmage. That was number 7, Thiel, and he got enough for a first down. I thought he got just to the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him the yard to the first down.
So at the 49-yard line of the Buckeyes, they've got a first down and 10 with 10 minutes remaining in this game. Buckeyes leading 33-12 in this championship game here. Great American, the conference championship game here. Buckeyes trying to ensure another march to the national championship. The Raiders would like to dethrone them.
And Thiel made a nice run up the middle, broke it free, but got tackled at the 35-yard line. By the way, when I was in the thing at halftime, the coach was pumping his players up, and he said, they are only playing for a trophy. We are playing for another game. like if they win, they don't go any further, Wright State. He said they're only playing for a trophy. They're not going any further.
So you're saying they won't go to a national championship.
Right.
Whereas Ohio State will.
Well, Ohio State will. That's what he's saying. If we
I don't
win,
know.
we can play on.
I
If they win, they're getting a trophy, and that's it.
I don't know. I have no idea. You know more about that because you were right there where the action was.
Well, I was hearing it, so I didn't know. Handoff to Haley going around the right side. Broken tackle. He's going up the middle. He's to the 10, 5, touchdown. Touchdown for Ohio State with 8:46 to go. Keep that clock running, guys. Come on.
39-12. They're going for 2.
They're going for 2. Which will put them at 41, and if it's a 30-point lead for thing, if we have one, it's still short.
I don't think they got a running clock, Joe.
Well, you said last week they had a running clock.
They did have a running clock last week, but that was a special occasion, I believe.
This is special.
Yeah.
Golly, Ned.
You're special, that's for sure.
I'm special.
You're going to get you some good food after this game. We're going to go to McDonald's and get you a double cheeseburger. Hey, they got McRib.
And quarterback keeper, he's going in. Did he break the plane with the ball? They're saying yes, and the referee say no.
All right.
He did stick the ball out, and player said the ball broke the plane, but the referee, who's the one that counts, said no.
Yeah, I forgot that. They've got McRib at McDonald's. What do you think of that, Joe? Joe, what's that look?
Sydney, do you have to put up with him all the time?
That's like a $5 sandwich, Joe. $5.
I should get 15 today.
I think I'm going to have a sore
maybe
throat.
25.
A sore throat here today.
Is that gray stuff on the Ohio State?
Yeah. I don't know.
What is that?
I don't know. But they were all gathered around the young man.
It looked white a while ago. Now it looks gray.
No, it's dirty snow, I think. Don't eat it, Joe.
Well, this over here looks white. That over there looks gray, Maybe it's just because it's on the
scarlet
gray. That's
It's Buckeye snow, Joe.
Buckeye snow goes on the circle on the Ohio State block O, and it turned gray. Okay, we're going to have a kickoff by David Rive Jr. Ball kicking off from the 35.
All right, we're ready.
And it's a squib kick going all the way back, picked up by, I believe, Burnett, Kevin Burnett. And he gets back to about the 35-yard line, maybe the 36, in that range.
So, Joe, when were you actually at Wright State? When did you go to Wright State?
I went there. I graduated in 72. Does that tell you anything?
How did you graduate from Wright State?
I graduated from high school in 72.
When did you go to Wright State?
Right after high school. That's what I'm telling you.
So you graduated in 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, what?
19, 20 years, something like that.
1920?
Yeah, 19, 20 years.
I'm just saying, so you were there when I was there.
Maybe.
Did you ever see me as
Nope.
I had the lead as a freshman in a play there at Wright State,
No.
even though I wasn't a theater major?
No.
You didn't see that?
No.
Wilderness it was written by Eugene O'Neill. You never.
No.
I was famous for at least 15 seconds.
Did you have that where I did the psychology class?
We all had psychology, Joe. That was our first.
I said, but did you do your play where we had psychology class? In
No,
that great
actually,
big dorm?
over on Zinc Road. You know where Zinc Road is in
Nope.
Beaver Creek?
Nope.
Well, anyway, Zinc Road is over next to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, and they did not have, there were only like 6 buildings when you and I were there.
I thought there were 4.
There was, 4 main buildings.
4 and 5, yes.
Yeah, on the quad, but there was no theater building. The theater building was built a few years later after you contributed all that money as alumni.
Yes.
But, and I'm actually in pictures in the archives at Wright State in the theater department. I never took one theater class.
And here he goes back, throwing deep, and intercepted Ohio State.
No.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Don't give me no.
No. Yes. I don't know. 7:42. Clock stopped.
Sydney, do you have to put up with this? I said intercepted. Rick goes no, and it did happen. So.
Okay. You sure? Let's look at the instant replay of that, Joe.
Yeah. Go ahead. Look at that. Oh wait a minute. Look, caught by Ohio State. Yes. Ohio State has the ball on their own 48-yard line. 1st and 10.
With 7:42 remaining in this last quarter, I guess we're not going to have 5 quarters this game.
Run that clock. Come on, guys, start.
Because Joe is cold.
Handoff to Theo, going up off left tackle and gets about 3 to 4 yards. Nice run.
Well,
We've got a little more than that, too.
I'll tell you what, it's pretty evident that with 7:33, 39-12, Ohio State's got this one wrapped up. But these Raiders are not giving up. They're out there. It's cold. They're just as froze as you or I, probably worse. But they are still giving it their all.
You got 6 yards on that play. Theo did, number 7.
And obviously, when you're ahead, it's a lot easier to run and to have, to play football than it is when you're behind. But these Raiders are, they're fighting to the bitter end.
And fake, and here goes quarterback up. He zigzags. He's out in the open. 30, 35, 20, 10, 5, touchdown.
That was sneaky.
Garenstein Kelly, he held it in the running backs. He held it in the running backs for like 5 seconds. And then the running back ran, and then here comes Garenstein this way. And all of a sudden, boom, out from underneath everybody. He's out in the open and runs for a touchdown.
Well, I got it, Joe. I caught it.
45-12 after I told you.
Oh, no, I had it. My fans that are out there know what great camera work I do. Even as cold as it is, I managed to catch it. I knew what was going on.
Well, it looks like they're going to go for 2 because I don't see a kicker out there.
Well,
again.
I don't see any reason not to. There's just no reason to try to kick this ball. So they're going to try again for a 2-point play. 45-12. The Buckeyes are up by 33 points right now. Trying to tack on 2 more with 6:46 remaining in what's left of this ball game here. And this time they are successful.
All righty, and it's now 47-12. Call the game, guys. Let's go.
Joe, they're not going to call the game. We got 6:46 remaining. We go to the bitter end.
Over 30 points. Run the clock.
They don't do that either. It's a very special occasion if they're going to have a running clock, and that's high school. You're confusing football. This is the big leagues, Joe. Big leagues. You are in the big leagues.
I'm in the
You're doing the broadcast in the big leagues.
The Ice Cap League. What's that thing that sunk the Titanic?
An iceberg.
That's what we're in, the Iceberg League.
Well, you're probably going to have a nice iceberg salad at the steakhouse, huh?
Steakhouse, you better believe that.
So Coach is over there for the Raiders. He's got his guys over there. He's giving them some last-minute instructions, I guess, trying to keep them positive.
Ask him, hey, guys, you want to call the game?
We've got one of the Ohio State trainers. She's on her way back over here. I think she was attending some of the
That's a guy.
Oh, is it a guy?
I was up in the room beside him.
You sure?
Yeah, I stood right beside him.
Okay, all right. Well, who's that coming across the?
That could be a girl. I don't know. I don't know that person.
All right, okay.
But this one that was standing right beside.
Well, maybe
upstairs.
that one was the one that was up there, not this one.
That one right there.
All right, okay. All right.
With the green gloves on.
Okay. So the
Put it this way, I thought it was a guy upstairs.
the last 6:46 remaining in this game, Joe.
Not too soon, too.
The ball was blown off the tee. We want to thank our sponsors. We'll go through them real quick. We're not going to put their logos up on the screen. My fingers don't function anymore. Sam's Meats, Liberty Savings Bank, Webland Excavating, Diamondback Wildlife Extraction, Roscoe's Pizza, Holdren Builders, and Elliott Street Boutique. Please support those local sponsors that help bring Buckeye Club sports.
Here we go. David Rive Jr. kicks. It's up in the air. Comes down to 32. Caught by the big guy.
He's got it. He's got it. He's going. He's going. Yeah.
He's over the 50. They were trying to pull the ball out of him. He caught it.
You're not going to get that away from
Look at
him.
it. They're both cheering. Everybody's cheering on that one. That was the big boy.
Yeah.
He's running that back.
I wouldn't want to have to tackle him.
He has to be like 350.
I was going to say at least 350.
At
and
least.
he's tall. He's not like he's short. He's what, about 6'2", you think? 6'3"?
I'd say at least 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah.
I mean, look at the boy over here for Ohio State's over the ball right now. He's a big boy.
Oh, he's big
and
too.
he looks tiny compared to that.
That's right. Well, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that is monster class size there. Someone you would not want coming at you with the ball thinking you got to tackle the guy.
Okay, we got Cody in the backfield. And that is Cody Smith. Throwing down the field, intercepted Ohio State, or to get
I was going to say, I'm waiting for a flag.
Well, one Ohio State player was grabbing the ball, and another Ohio State player hit him and knocked the ball out of his hands.
I thought that he was sort of impeding his progress, but maybe not.
If he's in front of him, he has the right to the ball. So you can't, they don't have that rule. If you're in front of the runner and you're going for the ball, you have that right to the ball.
5:52 remaining in this game. 47-12, Buckeyes lead. We're in the fourth and final quarter of this championship game from the Ohio State University.
I say Cody for their team, but it's Cody Smith. I'm saying Cody because it's a cool flat first name. I like that name.
You like Cody?
I like Cody's first name.
If
Cody.
you have any kids, Joe, you'll want to name them Cody.
I have a grandson named Cody.
Oh, you do have a grandson named Cody?
Yes.
Well, there you go.
And back, throwing short, quick, and behind Cody Smith.
And we just mentioned him. More of your premonitions.
He was getting wrapped up at halftime, too. He's from Centerville High School, they told me.
He was an Elk. Centerville Elks. Southern Dayton. Well, I'm sure we've got a lot of area high schools. As we said, Clinton Massey represented by two of the players from Wright State. A lot of great high school players represented here on this field.
Quarterbacks is rechanging and putting two in the backfield behind him. There was only one, but now he's putting two. Now he's moving them around. Ball in motion, hands off.
Nice fake.
Flag went up. I think somebody in motion too much.
Yeah, I think there was too much
I think
motion.
there were two guys in motion.
You're right, there were. So legal procedure more than likely by the Raiders. That will take them back at least 5 yards. Illegal formation. And they're waving it off.
Ohio State's declining it.
So we're bringing up
fourth down. They don't want to give them third and long.
We're not punting in this case, are we?
They punted the ball to go from here, and they won't punt from here. I don't know.
Well, it doesn't make any sense to punt.
It doesn't make any sense to punt. 5 minutes to go in the game, and you're down 35 points.
Yeah, it's not like there's going to be a big exchange here.
All right. Here comes the quarterback running back in with the play.
He's got one on his wrist.
Dick Tracy. He has one of those Dick Tracy wrists.
He's referring to his wrist to call this play. This is the wrist play.
All right, we got 3 trips down here. We got 2 up on top. 5 wide receivers all out for the pass. Here he goes back. He's looking. He's up, pulled it back. Oh, and he pulled it back in. Just as he pulled it back in, boom, he got hit by a big player for Ohio State. And pulled down. It's going to be a Ohio State ball at their own, or excuse me, at the Wright State 45-yard line.
I mean, it's sort of a given that you've got to pass on 4th down and all this yardage.
Yeah,
so you can, put your ears back and just rear.
But you got to get rid of that ball quick. If you keep pulling it back and pulling it back, somebody's going to get to you sooner or later.
You got to have an open receiver immediately or you're going to get clobbered.
I like number 1's coming down here and standing in position, and everybody else got in the huddle, and he's like, okay, I'm already ready. Let's go.
So we have 4.5 minutes remaining in this ball game.
Bernstein in the backfield. I'm trying to see the running back with him. I think it's Thiel. And it's a fake. Hands it to him. Goes out to the right side. Cuts it back in. Gets to the 40. He's to the 45. He's to the 30. That was a 35, not 45. And finally ran out close to the 25, about 26-yard line, I think.
He's doing that just to stay warm, Joe.
I think so. I mean, he zigs and zags so much. He's going out. No, he's going in. No, he's going back outside.
But that is his favorite side of the field there. So we got a 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line of Wright State.
Sometimes when you're doing this, you forget you're going down and not up. You go 40, 45, and you're at 35. All right. Thiel in the backfield with the quarterback, Bernstein. 2 up top, 2 down left. Going to hand it to Thiel, going up the middle. He cuts it off right tackle. He gets to the outside. He's going in for a touchdown.
Great run.
Yes.
Good cut.
Very good cut. Very good run. He's more the power runner, but he had some moves right there.
Yeah, he was light on his feet, as they say.
Yes. So it's now 53-12. I told you we should have just called this game at halftime.
Joe, we don't call games, not in a championship. This isn't Pee-wee football. This is big time.
I'm just saving guys getting hurt and cold, and nasty and stuff, and their feelings hurt. These kids' feelings are getting hurt now,
Yeah, these are tough. These are tough guys. So they're going to go for 2.
Again. Okay, hand off to Thiel going up the middle. He's getting hit, but he's going to go in. Yes, got the 2 points. It's 55-12.
55-12, yeah. Very close to the last time they played now.
Yes, what was it, 57 to something?
Ohio State scored mostly in the first half last week, and this week they've done most of the scoring in the second half.
57-7 last week, and it's 55-12 this. Yes, and when after the first quarter or first quarter and a half, it didn't look like it was going to be this.
No, it looked like it was going to be very close.
Very close game, and then.
Well, we want to thank, whether you're from Wright State or whether you're from Ohio State or somewhere in between, want to thank everybody for tuning into Campus Nation, the Internet Sports Authority. We've loved bringing this championship game your way. Stay tuned to our site. Make sure that you like our Facebook page and you subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way, depending on where or what we do in the future with regard to club football, because these Buckeyes are going to go on, you will be notified by it. And we stick with them as long as we can. Now, I think at the national level, they have their own streaming company that does it for the league. So in that case, we will retire and just do hockey.
Here comes the kick from David Strive Jr. And it's a fake handoff. Here he comes around the outside, number 5, big boy, coming down. And he's getting hit. He's getting into the 50. Thought he got a face mask pull, and yes, we got it called. I saw the face mask.
Very good.
And that run back was by Keyshawn Beatty out of Middletown.
Big Beatty.
And just as he was coming out to 50, a High State player grabbed the face mask. So they're going to get the ball down.
You know, it's actually a little dark out here, even with the lights.
Yeah, we got lights on now.
Yeah. Well, we had lights on a whole
But those
game,
lights
Joe.
are way out. They're way away from us, but it's bright and it's giving light to this field.
Yeah. Well, that is true. Now, that's true because there's 2 fields here side by side, and the light standards are on the opposite side, on the other side of the other field, and these standards obviously are behind us.
Right.
And they are responsible for lighting both these fields.
And they're doing a good job.
Yeah. In fact, they've got some standards all the way down there.
On top of a building.
Lighting the other soccer field over there, like a practice grass field.
Now one's coming up. I thought, no, it's on this side. It looks like it's coming up on the other side, on top of that building, but it's on this side in a big tall pole.
So, clock will start.
Here we go. Run that clock. 2:51, 2:50, 2:49, 2:48. Keep it going.
All right. So we've got a 1st and 10. And where are they spotting the ball?
33-yard line.
33-yard line of Ohio State. Wright State would love to put another touchdown on the board here before we get out of here.
Okay, we got Beatty and Cody Smith in the backfield.
Like I said, these Raiders ain't quitting.
Cody Smith's
They
coming
are
more
not
outside.
quitting.
We have number 33. He gets the ball running up the middle.
Quickly tackled by the Buckeyes.
My papers are sticking together.
Well, it doesn't matter, Joe. You want some of mine? Here, I got papers.
That was Christian Garrison. Christian Garrison ran the ball. Got back up the line of scrimmage.
Now, I think, is Garrison a Clinton Massey graduate?
That's the one that went to Clinton Massey, yes.
There you go. See, I remember these things, Joe. He's one of 2 Massey players that play for Wright State.
Trying to see if I can find it there. The other one is number 30, Chase Camp.
And as I recall, I don't know whether Chase was injured or whether he played today, because we didn't call. Obviously, we don't call the defense a lot.
Right, and that's a running. What's that? Number 2. It's a new player.
That is number 2.
Number 2, and that is Nolan Jackson, Middletown. Another Middletown. We've had a couple of Middletown players.
A lot of middies.
You know what a midi is?
Yeah. A person from Middletown.
Hey, good job.
So we got 1 minute remaining in this ball game, Joe. Let's see if we can pass one right into the end zone.
We got a big boy in the backfield.
Think?
Number 77.
He's another big guy for Wright State. The center, number 72, is a big guy.
They gave it to him. He's going up the middle. Boom, hit. And that is Mark Cox II
we got
from
down.
Miamisburg.
Who's down? Number 72.
Or goes a flag up.
Oh, a little chippiness here. Both big guys were down. Number 72 and number 77.
Well, 77 was down because they got tackled. Personal foul, Ohio State.
Not going to make much difference, Joe, because we got 20 seconds remaining in this game.
And going.
And no one is going to be coming back out to snap a ball. Don't need to.
The referee said stop.
He's stopping it. Timeout, Wright State.
The clock said the referee came out and blew the whistle to start the clock, and the clock was already running.
Wright State calls a timeout with 14.7 seconds.
They want to score again.
They want a score. This would be great if they could score. I love it.
Well, the ball's on the 15-yard line with 14.7, so it's almost like 15 seconds, 15-yard line.
Well, that's at least 3 passes into the end zone, Joe. What, got a timeout?
Ohio State called this one.
So another timeout. Joe, they don't want this game to be over.
Come on, let's end this game, guys.
They want to savor this game and prevent you from going to Texas Roadhouse. They want you to have one of those
hungry
McRibs at McDonald's.
Ooh, I'm warm and cold.
So don't forget this Thursday, 12:45 is the time. Tune into Campus Nation. We've got the Louisville Cardinals coming in to play these Buckeyes in hockey. Not the same Buckeyes that are on the field, a different team. The men's hockey team here at Ohio State, club team. And they will be ready to go at 1 o'clock. We're on the air at 12:45. And that is from the fairgrounds.
Did
Taft
you say
Coliseum.
Louisville?
No, I said Louisville.
Oh, okay. Just checking you.
Nope. Louisville Cardinals.
How do you pronounce the capital of Kentucky? Louisville or Lexington?
Well, it's not. It's Frankfurt.
Okay.
Funny, Joe. Funny. I was pretty good with geography. Well, number 77, he's going to hike the ball, but he was limping, but he is going to see this through. This is tough. This is tough as nails, guys.
He just ran the ball a minute ago. Now he's hiking the ball.
Well, that was because I think their other center
Cody
was
Smith. It's going to be a pass to the end zone. There it goes up. It's intercepted and ran out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
Well, that was a good try.
If he hadn't run out of bounds, that would have been a touchdown for Ohio State because he ran right down the sidelines there. But is there any flags on the field?
No flags.
Okay.
Still 14.7 seconds remaining in this game.
Well, I wanted to make sure because everybody was sort of standing around, and I thought maybe we were checking for a flag.
Well, with an interception, the ball's going to obviously go back to Ohio State, if that was truly an interception.
Well, they're putting the ball back at the line of scrimmage or somewhere.
So maybe he was out of bounds when the ball was intercepted. Still looks like it's going to be Wright State's ball.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, no, I mean, they could be spotting it for Ohio State to take over. Yeah, Garenstein's out there.
I don't understand why they're putting the ball. He ran out of bounds at a 3, but they're giving them the ball at the 14. I don't understand.
Well, there was no flag, so I didn't see any penalty.
No, if it was in the end zone, they brought the ball to the 20.
Joe, is that your horn on your car?
Yeah, it's my car.
Off?
Yeah, from Wilmington.
The rolls.
And he takes a knee. And 3, 2, 1.
There it is.
All right. How long is it going to take you to?
Well, first we've got to do our traditional handshakes. There's a few Buckeyes. Well, there's many Buckeyes. There's a few. So, here, you take this trash and you gather that up. And if you want to go downstairs for a minute, when I get stuff packed into some bags here, then you can.
I'll go take this down and throw it away. Is there anything else? You want me to give those? Does he need those back or?
I'd give them back to him. Don't give him the pin.
Oh no.
All right.
I mean, these may be giveaways. He may not want them back.
Well, that's possible. If he doesn't want them back, throw them away. But anyway, we want to thank everyone for tuning in today. A final score from. Oh, that's a cell. That machine operates by itself. Anyway, the final score today: 55-12. The Ohio State Buckeyes over the Wright State Raiders, and. As we said, stay tuned for any further football-related broadcasts. Like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. The Buckeyes are champions of the Great American, and everybody congratulating in that. I'm going to get off the air, get packed up, and see if I can get a McRib for Joe or Texas Roadhouse or whatever. But this is Rick Phillips for Joe Davis and Campus Nation.